All right, all right. Welcome to NJCAAE Neo versus Laredo College. Hopefully a good matchup today. We've got two teams that are pretty solid opponents, it seems. Both flawless so far, undefeated. So someone's going home with their first loss on their scorecard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got... Sorry.
Yuki, Hector, Nalar, Karinki, and Boogie for Laredo. Maths 99, KO Valur, Todd, Fitty Valur, and Fabino Tuhop.
Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, NJCAA Esports was the winning team last semester in this, NJCAA championship, right?
That's right. A two-time winner, to my knowledge, I believe.
Yeah, they're really good. They're full of a Brazilian team, pretty much. But looking at the three maps, we have Sunset, Ascent, and Lotus. LC was Sunset's pick, Neo, Ascent, and Lotus was just the final decider. And it seems like every time I've done Neo thus far, they've always played Lotus, and they always do dominate on that.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So they get the map rotations down on point. They always can just fake out a site perfectly. So that's like. So if it comes down to Lotus, that will be the most entertaining game to probably watch. Pretty much.
That's exciting. I'm curious to see the different comps to see if they're going to run either an older comp before we're into like this new meta that we're seeing where after the Sky nerf, there's so little solo initiator anymore with just Sky. Like everyone's double initiator at this point, but
yeah,
looks like we're going to see double controller coming out from just Palominos on Sunset. So Viper is going to be throwing up the A wall, I imagine, like every round and orbing elbow, throwing a molly down. Viper's going to be trying to hold that A space, and
yeah,
we'll see what happens with this.
Seems like Neo's kind of going for more of the aggressive route. If you got info and you got flashes and stuns everywhere, then you got for defending you have Cypher. Cypher's really annoying on this map. I hate Cypher on this map. Ever since they buffed his trips with his
they're crazy now.
They can't break anymore. So you get out of it.
Utility has to be a gun or like an explosive, like a raise nade or the blast pack, which then has to prep itself. So there's a lot. Cypher's got a massive buff now.
Yeah. There's a lot of unbreakable trips on B site.
Yeah.
So that's even more of a nuisance. And but Neo is probably going to be the winning team. But I'm rooting for Laminos.
Yeah, Neo's our favorite, but you never know how it goes.
I'm rooting for the underdogs like always, even though it seems like that never works. Every time I've rooted for the underdogs, they always destroy them regardless. But seems like, Neo's on defending side first, Palominos on the attacking side. What do you think is going to happen here, John? What are you thinking?
I mean, they're setting up towards A. Viper's probably going to drop this wall that goes across A site. I'm surprised we haven't seen it dropped yet, but oh no, they're leaning into mid. Viper's not going to wall A. They're playing slow outside of A with just the chamber trip. Chamber's probably going to lurk tiles. Rest of the players out B, but this is looking good for them because there's
it seems like
Neo is stacked towards A. So
it seems like Palominos wants to hit B and have a chamber lurk through mid. Seems like coming up here.
Yeah.
Wall goes out on B side. Yeah.
All right. First one, Todd's traded out with Fade. Breach now we're just playing retake. Bomb's going to go down nice and safe. Smoke's coming out. All of site cleared up for Palominos. All right, before the retake starts, numbers go to Neo.
Well, we don't know that yet. Palominos might have the craziest. Look at this setup. He's flashing out for his teammate. They're making space easily.
Back sight.
1, 2, 3, 4. Full retake up for Neo.
Very clean. Still having that Omen flash is and the Breach C for pistol was really helpful. I mean, having Breach have the aftershock and the Omen flash coming in was really, really easy for them.
Yeah, but Neo's very good at doing these retakes. I've seen them multiple times. They just give up sites like crazy, and they always just play for these retakes.
And with this double initiator comp, usually that's what they're going to want to be doing. If they're going to have all this utility available to them, if once they have their map control, if they have numbers, they can just play retake, relax. They have all this util play for retake. So
yeah,
we'll see how this bonus goes.
Looking, Palominos is kind of just going classic, except for Boogie. He's going with the Sheriff. Yep. Pretty ballsy, if I say so myself. Kind of just feeling him out just by looking at the map. Palominos is kind of just taking space mid. No one's really guarding it. They're just kind of giving it up for them to take. But, I mean, they got better guns, so why do they need mid control anyway? They just hold down sights anyway. Drone going out through mid. Saw a raise there. Yep. Shock darts it. Nothing to find at all.
Just waiting with these classics in mid, trying to find this 1 or 2 picks. And here goes the first one. Nothing to get for Palominos. Second outlaw shot. Long reload. Calio is there to help our Omen out during that reload. Yeah. Easy, nice, flawless round. No mistakes made for their anti-eco. And now the first bonus. Let's see what they pull that Neo's going to pull out for this bonus. I imagine they probably have something planned for when they're broke going against guns.
Yeah.
They're going to be stacking towards A, it looks like, again. Palomino's picking an elbow, so they're walking into another 3-stack here. Leaving mid nice and clean. Just the market player.
That outlaw, ever since that outlaw got added, that light armor meta kind of got destroyed. I mean, there's
Absolutely. And that's the punishment for that one player who bought that deagle. Wow, full blind. Finds the spray. Traded, though.
Does not matter.
Kaio staying close. Only knows one. Taking the blind for it.
Backs off onto site. Trying to clear out that space. Trying to make it up.
All by himself, Jenny.
See if he can hold himself down. Gets one. Yeah, he only gets one. I thought he got 2 there for a second.
Yeah, I think he did tag up the Viper, the Fate one was behind him. But
just a Sheriff.
Now Todd in the 1v3 with a Sheriff.
Sheriff in a dream.
One tap.
One tapped off the bat.
And that's why you pick Chamber. One and done.
Yeah, that Chamber goes crazy with his high taps. I was gonna say he snorts crack before each game because that was reaction time was insane, but whatever. Going into this next one, you can see that it's kind of just a full buy for both sides, except for the Omen hasn't bought yet, but pretty much full buy. Actually,
he's deciding.
I don't know what is he gonna do.
He's a little broke.
I think he's probably. I like to think he's like asking for a buy, and the Chamber's not listening right now. Okay, there he goes. Yeah. It looks like Chamber's doing his mid lurk like normal, and they're moving towards A. It seems like
this is an interesting A wall that Palominos is doing. I mean, it's not really the standard one that you see from pro play. Normally, it goes a little more diagonally throughout A site, so it gets like part lines. But they've managed to get nice trades, even numbers, 3-3 on our first gun round. Now they're moving in towards A. Good read from Palominos. Just the one player left playing elbow. He's going to start to move out towards CT, play full retake.
Yep, sir.
He's coming to breach Cypher. They're moving on their way over. And Sight is there. Oh, wow. All 3.
Nice.
Well, they'll be clearing that from now on, that's for sure. When they're running out elbow.
The man, the myth, the legend, Mass Clutch basically just stops the entire push.
That was completely. Like a CS spray down. You're not supposed to see this in this game, You're not supposed to get 3-man spray downs. But
dude, I mean, they're kind of all lined up to be real.
Yeah, they did line up for him.
But what are you gonna do? Stop shooting?
That's right. That's not an option. How can you do that?
Well, as soon as you stop shooting, you're dead. It looks like it's a mid buy for Palominos though. Sheriffs and one Vandal.
Hero, one hero Vandal.
They just pass it around pretty much, right?
You get a shot, I get a shot.
Yeah, you get one death. Like as soon as he dies, someone picks it up after him in trades. It looks like a lurk out, but they're aware of it.
Sees 3 with that though. That's really big. Gets info of 3.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't really need to kill anybody.
Yeah, that info is good enough. It was a very risky walk down tiles though against an anti-eco as their Sova. Giving them that Vandal could have been pretty bad.
But I think they're kind of over-rotating. I mean, it looks like they're over-rotating. Palominos is just sitting mid. They're not even going A anymore.
Yeah.
As they're
pivoting into market now.
Yeah, but I guess they don't need to. They got a Cypher on site. And now they all know that they're on B site, so they're instantly rotating back now.
Oh, wow. Palomino Snailer finding one. Aware of the CT rotators. Finally pushing on to the Cypher. No trades.
Got one.
There we go.
Insane.
Clean round. Last player moving
Sheriff
in.
in a dream. Sheriff in a dream.
Sheriff in a
1v4.
dream. He is not aware of player at all.
No,
There we
he's
go.
not, sadly. Mass is just insane. What's the score on Mass? Mass 7-1?
7-1. 5
7
rounds
and
in.
1? That's insane, dude.
And remember, I believe this is Palomino's pick, correct? Yeah, this is Palomino's, and then Ascent was Neo's, 100%.
Yeah, that's right. And Neo's insane. So I mean, they'll destroy anybody on the enemy's Mac pick, pretty much. Is what
Palomino's gonna need this gun round for their ego, that's for sure. On their pick,
Yeah.
can't find any rhythm so far. They're still leaning this heavy A, and it's gonna work this round for sure. If they're,
Let's play.
how hard are they gonna push it though?
It looks like Chamberlain's gonna go off the bat, and then immediately get shut down by the Rays. That is
Immediate
sad.
man advantage.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
Oh,
Whiff
that
of the century.
unlucky.
Anyway, as Palominos takes A site with ease, but Neo seems like they're grouping up for a perfect retake.
Yeah,
Those
the post plans
initiators
here are
ready.
not looking too good for Palominos.
Yes, sir.
Oh, but they find one with it.
Vault takes on Todd Zero immediately.
Fiddy does not know about this player behind him. Finds 1, 2, 1v1 elbow. And he finds it. What a play from Karinki.
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 4 and 2. That was a big round for them. Now
that was a massive round. And all from that one position, he was able to get 2. Quick pivot to Jenny, isolates that last fight, takes the swing, and he gets it.
Sadly, though, it doesn't look like they can full buy as much as you would probably want on a winning round like this.
That's right. That's very true. That's very true. But there really is not too much of an expense going light armor. I would personally be. I don't know if I'd be going Guardian full. Like unless the Outlaw is a threat and you know the enemy team has it in their hands, I'd be going light armor.
Well, who knows? We might have Scream on their team. You never.
That's true.
Crazy lineup there.
Yeah.
Crazy lineup. Lineup of the century.
A lot of bodies and oh, what a spam! Taking into elbow.
Double.
Kyle
triple.
finds
Oh my
3
God,
somehow. I don't know where we get the 4 on for the ace. Finds it.
Kaio with the crazy ace there. I've never seen that.
Yeah, they are really putting this pressure on A, but Neo is not letting up at all. And when they do let up, it's just fully off, playing full retake. But when they want to hold that space down, they've held it. You know, so their decision making has been quite good. Every time they want to hold front A space, they are holding it and they're winning these fights. Every time they want to give it all up and play retake, it's working out for them and they're usually winning that retake. Or at least they're giving it to them without losing bodies. So
I've yet to see Neo lose a retake. Like
yeah,
that's how good they are at retaking, honestly.
The only time they just had that one with Karinki finding 3, but without him getting a 1v3, it wouldn't have happened. So
yeah, pretty much. It seems like Palomino is going for the mid control here into Marcus. Very slow. Gets back up out for
oh, what a stun. What a stun.
He gets a 2.
Oh, shoot, mouse 1. Oh, there you go.
That's how you know he doesn't have wall hacks, at least.
That's right.
But, yep, he has really good crosshair placement. Fiddy going up for a... Is that? Yeah, Fiddy's going for a flank.
And it's a good one, too.
Yeah.
He finds at least one with it.
Oh, we guess we didn't get to see the kill, but that's alright. Gets another one mid, finds the last one. Instant kill. Todd Zero closes out the round, making it a 6-2 lead for Neo, which is insane. 6-2 lead.
Very well played so far.
They're gonna have to go do something crazy to come back from this.
This defender half is looking very strong.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably mostly for the Cypher. I swear it's probably because of the Cypher.
Yeah, their Cypher locking down B. I mean, they have no concern about B. So
like, yeah, they
so
literally just float around B.
Yep.
Like, that's all they do. They don't really sit on B. No one's on B but Cypher. They just float it, and then they just play retakes on it. So, and it looks like Palomino's is going to go for a B take coming up here. But I think it's going to be like last time.
He does hit the trip. At what expense?
Yep, but it looks like it's going to be like last time where they kind of just hover around it and wait for a retake. Like every time. But Snarler taking some space into Market. That's going to make
bad timing. Omen knows about him. Oh, they give Market now. This is looking very iffy for Palominos. Not a lot of map control for them at all. All stuck on site. Karinki finds one with a swing. Wow.
2. Mass
They know this last
coming
one's
back
sitting
from the
here.
trenches. Mass coming back
Not
from the
much
trenches.
chance for this guy.
I mean,
Unfortunately,
hey,
he thinks that's the diffuser, but it's not.
I was gonna say Mass coming from the trenches after that whiff, bro.
Yeah.
He came back immediately. Came back hard and strong for sure.
First time out from Palominos, so
That's good.
good to hopefully break this momentum that Neo really has.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I think they need to figure out the fact that they probably need to try and start faking sites, honestly.
yeah, fakes may work. I mean, we'll see how fast they play out of this timeout, and we'll see especially how Neo plays outside of this timeout, because a lot of the time you'll see from a timeout, the attacker side will play very quickly into the round from a timeout because they have a set play that they want to do. And so a lot of the time defenders will tend to also aggressively take space to try and throw off whatever plan the attackers had, just to make them have to respond and think on the fly, so that whatever they're talking about right now in timeout doesn't work. But we'll see what they decide to do.
And see if Neo can get a read on what their timeout was going to be about anyway. You'll see that. I think they did that last time I watched them. They did like a good read after their timeout or something like that. It was like Salt Lake City or whatever. But that's a story for another time. Coming into this next round, looks like is it gonna be full buys?
Leaning towards A again. It looks like they're. I mean, this is a very strange buy.
It's a very mid. Yeah, you have 2,000 credits and a sheriff.
Raise no armor vandal so far. For some reason, he's not going light, despite having money to afford to do so.
Yeah. Wait, what? Hold up. Yeah, what is that buy?
No, I don't know what.
Okay. Apparently, someone was talking too much on their team. Doesn't matter
the read
though.
from Neo is not there. But what I said when they took the mid space, they did it. Now they have to respond. Elbow's free. Didn't go out clearing it. Here we go.
Fabino trying to take space up here onto.
Finally finds one.
I have the spike.
A site. Now it's kind of a stalemate at this point.
Now he's walking into 2. Oh, has the TP set up.
Looks. Shoot, I've lost my.
Left in the 1v3. They have the info.
Karinki trying to fight off 1v3 here.
Unlucky.
Can't seem to do it as he's blinded. Gets picked off by Fabino.
That blind, I don't know how that got that cipher. It looked like it was, on
unfortunate.
the side of
Was it on the other side? Was it not on the...
I thought so, but anyway, the breach was able to come up right beside him.
Yeah, this breach is kind of being a nuisance to Palominos when it comes to taking sites. Are they going to do a normal buy? Okay, why is there a Spectre?
Yeah, very strange buys so far.
Okay,
Economy management has not been looking good.
Yeah.
So we have the first op we've seen. So let's see.
I would think you would want to buy Judge, right? As the Viper has a ult ready.
Reasonable. It's reasonable.
Yeah, I would think so. But anyways, doesn't matter. Fabino's trying to fight off market for here. They take market control. As the Cypher gets picked off, that's big actually for a take.
That's their first time they've gotten onto site killing that Cypher without losing one man.
Yeah. Right there. So that is big for them right here. And they have the Viper ult on top of it. How are they gonna...
But let's see if this breach uses his aftershock to clear out left cubby here. Or if he just hard clears it. I mean, Shock finds a little bit of damage. He does. But the chamber TP's out.
I mean, this is a very iffy scenario for Neo to even retake. They're down in numbers and they have to retake through a Viper ult. Yeah.
But now we're gonna start to see the walk in. Sova enters the ult. Viper just looking around. Sova walking up behind him. Sova finds the fade. Viper ult still up. Omen finds one. Viper ult still up. Can't get the bomb.
It's not gonna be enough time.
That's the round. They finally find one. Have to commit an ult for it, but well worth it.
Yeah.
And that key was getting onto site without losing a guy. Once you get on that Cypher setup, you don't lose a man. You can play a lot easier, a lot more comfortable.
You can take more space too. On top of that, that's the best part about it. So you can take more space as you have more people, because you have the reason to do so. I mean, if you have more people, right? Like,
that's right.
It's harder to get picked off. I was going somewhere and I lost my train of thought there, but it's alright. Neo coming up with double ops. You don't see that very often anymore. Used to be always around, but double operators. And Palominos, even though winning the round, have an iffy buy with 2 Bulldogs and a Guardian.
Walking into mid, no contestant up, about to take the fight, and he gets tapped by Yuki. Break Store applying a little bit of pressure into market, forcing some rotates. Sova already into CT. Raise off of short. The A is totally clean, but there's no players on Palominos to capitalize off of it. Still keeping it nice and slow. Finally taking that market space with the Omen Flash, but they're leaning into B now. Moving into the Cypher ult with a Breach and Sova in CT as well. Good kill from Raze, manages to get traded out. A fast flood for Breach ult. Are they going to move in with it? They will, coming in through CT. But this market off is good. Oh, very good from Palominos. And that's a good half. That was a good
That's
recovery.
actually a really good half.
That's a good recovery. It looked very iffy for them at first, but they managed to convert the half.
Alright, let's see if, like, Boogie can get more than 1 kill. Not to flame him, but
hopefully,
yeah.
Boogie.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
At least that Viper ult won them the round, you know, so he's got that value there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, the Viper ult was big for that whole take, because then Neo couldn't really get any leverage for a retake, and that's their whole shtick, is getting a... Our whole shtick, really, is just waiting for a retake, setting up for a retake, but when there was a Viper ult, they couldn't really do much about it. They were down in numbers, and even though they could kill the majority of them, the Viper was still there and could, you know, prevent them from even trying to defuse.
Looks like we're going into a hard A hit here. Fast Omen Flash, Breach fast into elbow. No Omen Flash. See, that's really good from them. They saw no utility being used onto A main, and they withheld using their utility. You know, didn't have to waste anything. Now they have it for the actual site. Let's watch it come.
Oh my god.
Finds one with the knife out. Still doesn't manage to get one. But Neo finds those 2 players. They got really caught off guard without any... All because they didn't use any utility coming into A. You know, they didn't drop anything to take all of elbow space there, which was very surprising. But
they weren't fighting for elbow space at all.
Yeah. And Neo had a very quick read. Very quick read.
That basically gives Neo a free sight, and that Cypher's going to be a big nuisance coming into this flank as well, on top of that. But it looks like Snarler's very aware of it, but it doesn't matter anyway.
Wow.
KO!
What a 2-piece. What a 2-piece from... KO, aka Sova. How do we different? Thankfully, there's no KO in this lobby at the moment, but hopefully there's probably gonna be a KO on Ascent next. So
no, you could call it, I mean, you could call him Kaio.
That's right. That's a good.
Kaio. Let's just say Kaio for now. Yeah, because that was the problem last time. We'd say KO, and then it'd be like, oh, it's not.
That's his name.
No, that's his name. So we just started saying who he was. Hopefully he'll be KO the next map.
Looks like Palomino's gonna fight for a little bit of mid space, maybe with the chamber. Looking at least for a pick with chamber setup. Misses it. Still has the info. They're hard into market. Really good faces. Finds 2 with it. Wow. What a spam through. They have a lot of info here for main, but now they're getting pinched through B main. The pinch was too good, and the A player is just sitting behind the smoke, finally finding through. But they're miles away.
At least get one, right? Hopefully.
Oh, they do.
There's the one. There's the one.
And they got the Bulldog for it.
Get one more, you're good.
Unfortunately. They're getting flanked from top mid. Oh, but they get the kill.
I mean,
that was a very surprising kill on the flanker.
Yeah, I mean, all that matters is you got 2, right?
That's right.
That's how I think about it on these like save rounds.
Yeah, when you have classics, you manage to kill anything. That's a good round.
Two kills is all you need, because then that forces them to either save or force up. And
these 2 players are now it's gonna be a ghost, and let's see what Fiddy runs. But there's 3 bulldogs they have from last, and not much else.
Yeah,
he might even sit on the. No, he goes for a stinger.
So you see a stinger, yeah, just a ghost, because they want to get that full buy for next round.
Only two orbs off his ult already.
Oh wow, this is really good. Oh, that's good info. You know, at least there's like 1 person mid, so you know it might be a mid take here. Karinki, yeah, Karinki's holding up market right now.
The timing was very, very favorable.
Exactly. Seems like they're regrouping A, and seems
Neo's
like
just gonna play for elbow space, it seems. Yep, they're gonna double up into this elbow smoke.
Palomino's trying to regroup.
Are they gonna open flash out of it, or they will?
Oh my lord!
No trade though. That was a very good play from Palomino's, doubling up with the Omen flash in the smoke.
Yeah, that was a really good setup because that forces Neo to fall back and go to a different side instead. Because they're like, oh shoot, they got setups.
But Neo cut noise and then run over to B. So it's definitely a favorable fight. B is totally open.
Cover going out.
Yes, sir.
Viper's just gonna be forced to play retake.
Cover going out.
Yeah, it looks like
you see
they're
how
gonna have to
diligent they are
retake.
with the utility. The darts are there, the Omen flash is there.
We haven't really
Both
seen
smokes are going
Palomino's. We haven't really seen Palomino's do a retake, like a successful retake. But
We
it's like
haven't.
Neo's
They're just
literally
full
just
playing B main.
literally only
they-
playing B main. That
And
is
it might hurt them because there's this Viper wall sitting there for them. So they
Yeah,
have
that-
free wall for it.
But that's also kind of just like a pain to retake, right? If they all just play main. Is for that reason.
That's it.
They kind of
They
just
say
swing
not
in and
on.
out.
It's that so vault. So
And that
early.
so-
That round 3 so vault is so powerful. Oh wow.
Yes, sir.
Does it
Oh
work
wait,
out?
he might actually work it out.
No. Wow.
It actually worked out.
What a
Holy!
round from Fate. Manages to find the headshot.
I think it's like
Very,
you
very
said.
cool.
It's like you said. It might hurt him right here since there's a Viper wall on
That's
top
right.
of that. And clearly,
That's not a good omen for them. You know, losing
Yeah.
all those guns on their bonus. You know, they're going into this pretty broke. Pretty broke from Palomino.
that is true. And see if it's hopefully it's a normal buy. Is it seriously going to be a scuff buy?
It really will be. I mean, they lost 4 men on their first bonus.
Look,
Okay,
but
so-
just the classics and only Spectres is crazy.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, no way. So, I mean, Snailer has his deagle shots, of course, or his headhunters.
Yeah, that is true. Just can't seem to get him though off the bat,
Yeah.
but it's alright.
Nade
Diddy.
misses. Wow, Karinki is really turning up for the team now. Omen Flash comes in. Snailer finds the headshot.
Seems like Palomino's is really getting some leverage on Neo here. Even when they have a scuffed buy, they can somehow find a way to get majority of the kills. I mean, it's a
That's right.
5v2. It's very in Palomino's favor. But Neo,
This is
I
a very
think-
strong round for Palominos to take.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
they
think-
were going into this with very little money.
I think Neo's gonna try and go for a pick.
Yeah, they
That's
still
the
have a
thing-
minute on the clock. They're going to try and win
Yeah.
this round, but
That's if Palomino's peaks. Kaio,
trade it out.
Have the spike.
Gets the spike.
let's see what Maths can do here. Lets the dog bite him. They all know that he's in market. They all do, that gives them good reason to get a pinch on. And LC.
Very strong round for Palominos. They went into this with 3 Spectres, or 2 Spectres, the Headhunters, and 2 Vandals. They come out with 4 Vandals.
Yeah,
Or 4
literally
big guns.
only 2 rifles and 2 SMGs.
Yep,
And they
2 rifles, 2
somehow,
SMGs, and the Headhunter.
somehow found a way to close out the round. And that forces Neo to only go basically, I guess, to an eco round. I was going to say a save
Yeah,
because it was like sheriffs, but I mean,
Listen, they can afford to buy down a little.
yeah.
So-
But Neo with these eco buys is kind of crazy. They kind of
This is looking quite favorable for them as well with the map setup. Looks like they're trying to split B fast, but
looks
no.
like it.
going for a chamber trip break. It's not there for them. They looked on the right side, but he moved it to left this round, so.
Trying to
Out
wait
on
for
B's
someone.
site.
Gets
Finds
instantly shot.
1, 2.
2. Oh.
All right, last 3.
Okay.
Info is known.
3, 4.
Oh, there we go.
Fifth.
For the ace.
Oh.
Let's see what Kyle can do.
Kaio's
Full
too
blind.
cracked.
Knows 1 CT, 2 CT. They commit the result in the 3v1. That's a win for Neo, that's for sure. You
Bro said
they
no
get the-
chances.
No
No
chances.
chances.
No risk taken.
But yeah.
Very surprising bazooka from
But you
their
could tell Kyle was not gonna let that ace slide. I
That's
mean, you
right.
could see it in his
When they made eye
glowing
contact, yeah.
eyes. Yeah,
That's
his
right.
red glowing eyes. He's like, I ain't gonna let that slide. He instantly
not
headshot him. But yeah, Kyle's kind of going insane. 21
He is.
and 9. is really good considering he's not a duelist.
Over a 2.0 KD.
Yeah.
Snailer had his TP ready, but didn't manage to click it in time.
Sadly.
Omen flash.
Omen blind. It's that Omen blind. Omen blind setup. Always gets 2 of them at least.
But they're out on site on them. Here's where it gets scary.
Yeah, this could be go good.
Raze in backside, taking this front side fight. Finds
Nass.
one. Pete moves over to Jenny. Raze makes it out. 3v3 retake. Oh, but Bomb is leaving. See, this Cypher's put himself in top mid, calming all of these audio cues. He's heard all of these rotations happen top mid, moving from B over to A. He's calmed all of it to the team. Omen has the ult making over to B. Sova had the full rotate, and Sight is free. They're on it. Palomino's looking discombobulated, has no idea what to do. Finds the one Cypher. I don't know why he was sitting top mid like that, but he definitely could have been a little more playing for a late flank. Right.
I was waiting.
Looks like they're going for a flood.
Watching for that rotate. They're kind of sitting back in the main again.
They are.
With that wall.
But they don't have the Sova ult for it this time. And
yeah.
Yuki gets the spam.
1v3.
Now it's a 1v3. Bombs being stick to half, off, no half. They know, not on. Very
Actually,
doable.
Just shoots through the barrier right now.
There's
Boogie closes it out.
Palomino is actually coming in now. We're going into a save round again. They're anti-eco.
Yeah.
Let's see what Neo wants to do. If they want to buy into this. Oh, it looks like they are going to force into that. That's a risky force. That's a very risky force. It's a very risky force.
You know, watching Neo like 2 times now, they've always kind of dominated everything, and seeing them kind of like
finally have a worthy opponent.
Yeah, so like going on a losing streak right now. They're going on a losing streak,
that's right.
like 4-round losing streak, and I've never seen that in a Neo versus like anybody. But so it looks like a kind of mostly just A push. Cypher's going out back mid again to watch for a rotate.
I like this from Raze. So instead of this one time they're sitting in the elbow smoke, they ask to play short instead. Hopefully throw them off. The Sova drone takes that idea out of their hands, forced to start to walk off of A. They're giving them elbow. Didn't want to take that fight like they have been taking. Rotates are in though. 3 leaning towards A. All 5 of Neo coming in. Snailer finds his 1 pick. Trades are good. 1 more short player finds the trade. All the last 2 are on site or elbow.
That's insane. Snarly's got a good view on...
Vault finding 2 is crucial. Dart comes in, doesn't catch anything. Great shot, and a beautiful headhunter shot. Well played from Snailer. That was very good from Palomino's coming in strong. Now they are super broke. Big anti-eco here. Well, might even see a timeout come from Neo this round. Yeah, here we go. Yep. What did I tell you? Look at... Oh, no.
What?
My PC, my monitors are off. Hold on. Coming back.
Well, at least they gave you a timeout. Okay. Well, I guess he'll be back, folks. But right now, it looks like it's a timeout for Neo Esports. And I have no idea what they're going to do, but I'm hoping it's probably going to be a mid-B split or more of a mid-push. They've kind of been really only stacking A or B, but I would like to see some more mid-play or rotations happening, because it seems like they never... Like, Palominos can figure out a way to play around them pushing sites pretty well. I would just like to see Neo to do their typical fakes or, you know, split sites. That's what I like to see from them. Other than that, Palominos playing phenomenal. They're playing phenomenal. They're playing it like just any other normal comp game going in this round. Looks like it's going to be a save for Neo Esports going into this round. What round is it? 20th round? Whatever. Does not matter. Looks like a save round. Looking like a default going into this. Boogie ult right off the bat, denying anybody taking B space at all. Snarler's playing it safe, knowing it's probably an eco round. Trying to bait out that op shot for Neo. Gets 1, tries to get the second, can't seem to find it. Doesn't matter, because he can find a second. I take it back. Did not find a second. And is going to have to retreat because of all the util spam. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Thank you for having me.
Yep.
Apologies for the technical difficulties.
Snarler seems like he can try to get one. Can't seem to get it. Almost had the second. Fiddy fighting for his life.
Anti-eco.
Yeah,
Almost.
Cannot fight for his life. And it looks like what the Omen's just gonna get stormed here. He's gonna get stormed. Nothing he can do about it. Easy round for Palominos.
Only way he wins that round is if he ends up with a YouTube clip. 1v5, all Deagle one taps.
Have you ever
Another
played?
very, very flawless round.
You ever play with your homie at like 3 a.m. and then you're like, he's like doing really bad, and then he just pulls off the craziest 2v4 Deagle clutch you've ever seen in your life?
Yeah, and it only happens at 2 a.m. Never
Exactly.
any other time.
It's only at 2 a.m. when he's so sleep deprived that all he can think about is clicking heads.
Finally tied it up. Wouldn't have expected to see this had you asked me in the first half, but we're tied up 10-10. Neo looking like they're going to play this round a little slow into mid. Cypher trips outside of B and A, having no leaning toward the extremities.
Bring them down.
Fighting towards mid. Fade able to see anything, gets no util mid. Closing door. And mid is free for Neo as for whatever they want. Let's see if anyone entertains any picks. Fade's just sitting nice and back, top mid, not entertaining anything, gonna hide out from the drone. Putting a little bit of pressure towards A with this smoke towards B top.
Seems like it's gonna be like a A split right here.
Fantastic reaction from Palominos coming into A
The
main.
showstopper's probably not gonna find a single person. Uh-oh.
That's
Never mind.
fantastic.
Finds them. Almost finds the
really good
Omen.
timing. This Omen stays alive in elbow, and it's an easy round win. He just holds elbow down, we win the round.
Yes, sir.
Kyle.
Does not seem like it's gonna happen though.
We'll
He's
see,
trying to push
and
up.
they know the last player stuck, and they find it. Man advantage, and they're going into another anti-eco. Palomino finally takes the lead for the first time in the game. Very, very beautiful round. That was an amazing reaction from Palominos towards A main. Right after you saw the B pressure towards top, they threw that top smoke, applied the A pressure. They knew that there were like at least 2 top. The fade was calming to them. And the instant reaction from the front A players towards A main, forcing this fight towards A, isolating this 2v2. And they managed to get the numbers for it. And it worked out in the end for them. Really, really fast reaction from them.
Yeah. And Neo's kind of gonna have a scuffed bye right now, honestly. I mean, you see the Bulldogs and what looks to... Is that going to be... Yeah, Spectre. Going into this round and only light armor does not look good for them.
They
but
are
it seems
forcing
like,
into it.
Yeah,
Not
and
they're playing,
they don't got money for the next round if they lose. So they
don't want to go to
win
overtime.
This. They have
And they're
to
walking
win
into a
this.
stack. Here's the finds one. Breach ult comes in. Does it find anyone? No, everyone's off. Full retake. Oh, and a double spam through the smoke! What are we seeing here? Finally, Palomino's really, really showing Neo who is in control of this map. Neo forced to just slow it down. Don't know what to do. They know at least one is market. There's at least one CT, but they are surrounded. No flankers to worry about yet.
Todd Zera gets one in
But
market.
can he make it out of this corner? That's the question.
I think
We'll see.
he's fine
No one's
where he's
holding
at.
him. No one's holding him.
If he knows there's no one up top, mid, top side, he can at least take that space.
This is a big ult from them, but how do they react to it?
And that gives
Forcing
him
the
a
bomb
free
down.
plant at least. But he's not focused on market. Oh, now he is. Well, Snarler shuts him down. Mask gets
There we
pushed up
go.
and instantly.
Now
Palominos
It's Palominos or it's overtime.
Palominos is showing us why this is their map pick for sure.
That's right. Their defender
Yeah.
side is looking massively stronger than their
Oh, way
attack side.
better. I mean, you see the Omen set up on their B. Well, not on A site. My fault. Not B site. A site. You see their Omen set up on elbow, and it seems like they just can't take elbow space because they're always guaranteed like 2 kills. And then on top of that, Neo has a hard time taking mid control. Well, it seems like they can get mid control, but never get top mid control. So that's always even a problem. So it's like Neo's very limited on options on how they can go about taking sites.
Bring them down.
Again, same deal towards mid. Fade dog bottom. Doesn't catch anything. Door closed. Okay, first time Neo's had man advantage for the last 5 or 6 rounds. So let's see what they can do with it. Maybe with trying to force OT here. Kaio vulnerable, stuck behind the wall. And there we go.
Seems like an easy B execute.
They're on B site. Don't have to use any more util to hold it down. Karinki, is he gonna try and he's gonna try and solo retake market. Finds one. Trade it out.
Instantly gets shut down by Todd Zero.
Other two players late rotating through mid. Flash blinds two. Flash blinds two. Oh, just one. There we go. But another. Say it again.
I was gonna say, am I tripping? Because I didn't think they had enough money to buy. I wasn't paying attention to the buys, but I didn't think they had enough money to buy.
I don't think that they. Well, they were on massive loss, right? They lost. If you're once you lost 4 in a row, you have massive loss bonus.
Loss bonus.
So,
I forget about the loss bonus in this game.
But
I don't.
Like I think when you have full loss, you always have enough to buy a gun and light. And
that's probably it. Yeah. That's what I missed. I was like, why are they full buying when they they probably can't buy for next? Yeah. And I'm like, wait, they just bought, huh? But going into this next round, looks like a execute. Let's see if it goes well for them this time. Can maybe work around that Ray's Omen play. But
they have full B main control. Snailers. Looks like up with the op. Putting this pressure towards A. But are they actually trying to commit to it? Oh, they find the one. They managed to get
the one.
But Chamber finds Cypher on B, so there's no chance that they're gonna head towards there. A site is free for the taking for Neo.
Seems like they're trying to regroup for a retake.
Are they gonna fight for CT space here? Is he gonna ask for a flash from Breach? Here it comes.
There it goes. With
everybody! Neo with the chance to... Trade comes in. Fatal. Spam's not good. Swinging.
Classic.
Oh. 1v1. Last round. Both know of either position.
He's got it. Snarlers.
And that is the game for Palomino's. Map 1 for taking. That was truly, truly an exceptional defensive half. I would not have expected that.
I don't know what happened with that flash, though, but I guarantee it, the anticipation got to him.
Yeah.
It had to have been.
Was brilliant. The call was really good. I don't know if that flash was off for it or if the Rays asked for it, but really, really good call for it. The shot's not there. Not there.
I think he might have gotten slightly blinded by it, but
yeah, he definitely got like a tad blinded, but I don't know if he was like that blind. I don't know.
No, he wasn't that blind. He was blinded a little bit, but Caillou, I think we called him Caillou last time.
Caillou.
Yeah, that was it. Caillou. Top fragging his team, carrying his team,
but
and
not to victory.
Not to victory, sadly.
Karinki really had a lot of value on the important
honestly. No, yeah, I mean, he always got info mid. That's all they really needed is that whether or not they were going mid. If they knew they weren't going mid, then they pretty much just played around the bomb sites until they kind of hit them. But
I wish we could see how many 3Ks like Karinki had for like compared to Kaio or any others, because I remember at least 3 rounds where Karinki got 3, and there were probably in this whole map was probably 2 aces at least, maybe 3 aces. I mean, there were a lot of very like individual performances on a lot of these rounds. One person carried the round.
Caillou, didn't he get 2? Caillou, I thought he got
2 aces, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 aces on Caillou, and then I think an ace on Chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I don't remember who it was, sadly. But it does not matter. Going into the next map pick, we have Ascent. This is Neo's map. So I'm sure Neo's going to want to win this really badly. Typically when it's their map pick, they play phenomenal. Like phenomenal Valorant. Whenever
I'm excited to see if we're going to see like a traditional Ascent comp, Sova, KO, Omen, Jet, and KJ, or if we're going to see something like Loud was running during VCT just a week ago, where they ran a Phoenix and a Breach and a KO and an Omen, and they had 4 flashes total. Loud. It was so interesting. I wonder if these guys have watched that VOD, decided that they're going to do that, and we'll find out with the comp. But there's a lot. The meta's changed a lot just in the last few weeks.
I'd like to see a Yoru pick, because Yoru is kind of becoming a meta, cool. Right?
On Ascent, I don't know, but we've seen a lot of Yoru on Bind and Breeze, especially in VCT. A lot.
Yeah, because he kind of just plays multiple roles, right? He can play as a duelist or as initiator.
Yeah, his flashes are big, or initiator util essentially. Like a lot of the time that teams will run Yoru, they will stop running flash initiators. So they'll swap out the KO for either a Sova or a Fade, or instead of running a KO, they might run Sova and Fade and decide to have 2 info initiators because that Yoru flash is sufficient enough. The only downside with the Yoru flash is the price of it. It's $250 per flash versus Sky is $150 or Breach is $200. So the Yoru flash is pretty pricey, but other than that, that's what we're seeing with Yoru meta.
Phenomenal duelist. Typically, if you run Yoru, you run another duelist on top of that, like Jet or Raze.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, at least I know that on Pearl because you have that long core area, but whatever.
Yeah, Pearl we did see. I forgot we saw some Yoru on Pearl. I haven't thought about Pearl in too long. Maybe long enough.
Bring Pearl back. Bring Pearl back. I want Pearl. Pearl's my favorite map. Well, actually, that's a lie, but I love Pearl more than Breeze. I'll say that much.
Yeah, I agree with that. Breeze and Icebox are just very, very interesting maps.
Okay, Icebox. Sure. You can't diss on Icebox. Bro.
I'm dissing on Icebox.
You're dissing on Icebox?
I am dissing on Icebox.
Dude, Icebox is like neon, central with the zip lines, bro. Zipline tech. Oh my god.
Tech.
You see some crazy clips. Okay, I'm not.
Walk on A site, you gotta clear 1,000 angles. You gotta look at everything. There's too much.
Okay, but there's only 2 potential angles they're really gonna come from.
Not in my games. I'm dying too much. I'm dying too much.
Well, okay, I guess planning on A site on Icebox, you're guaranteed to die. Pretty much.
Yeah.
I've heard of that. You're guaranteed to pretty much die, but other than that, I'm not a huge fan of the little window they added in Tube. I'm not. That's 2 extra angles I have to watch mid. If I have to clear out mid, that's 2 extra angles I have to look at, which is kind of a nuisance. I mean, it makes it easier to get more map control as a defender. Especially
defenders can hold kitchen a little easier for sure.
Right, that makes it a little bit easier, but at the same time, I'm just I felt like Icebox was kind of perfect already when they just went around and
that is a very
changed.
hot take, my friend, calling Icebox perfect.
Okay, maybe not every map is perfect, but in terms of a balanced map, Icebox.
You really think it's Icebox?
Bro, what? What are you going on about?
We'll agree to disagree. Disagree.
Well, okay, what do you think? It's attacker sided? It's probably attacker sided.
I just think it's a poorly designed map. Personally, I mean, I think it's probably defender sided.
Dude, I'm going on Shroud's take. Okay, he said it's a perfect map from the beginning when the people said it was so bad.
Yeah.
I
disagree with Shroud in that case.
Well, okay, I disagree with Shroud on his hot take on CS2. He was like,
what was that?
He was like, Counter-Strike dies with CS2. And I'm like, yeah, right, buddy. Okay.
He always says the most outlandish stuff, It's...
At this point, he says it because he knows people will listen.
Yeah. He gets in the headlines for just saying anything.
Because he's all this person who's good at every FPS. I'm like, okay, everything. Dude. He was kind of a mid-pro player. Let's be real here.
Yeah,
his stats.
He really. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, he was a very mid-tier pro player. And then he got out, and then he got big off PUBG.
Yeah, he had a lot of clips, and he had some really, really good individual performances. But overall, there's a reason why we didn't see, him move over to EU versus seeing someone like Twist move over to EU with FaZe.
Dude,
and I don't want to talk too much about CS, but
okay, but I'm sorry, I gotta praise Twist, bro. Twist
he's a goat. He's a goat.
He's the greatest North American player of all time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Insane player.
He's without a doubt the most decorated North American player ever.
Stewie 2K is up there as well, I would say, because it seems it seems like every team that Stewie's been on, he always seems to win with those teams. I mean, up until the later part where he was about to retire from pro play, it seemed like every team he could just join, it was going to be a winning team.
Yeah.
And that was kind of how Stewie 2K, that's why Stewie 2K was so good. And then Tarek's Tarek.
That's right.
Yeah, Tarek's he's good, but he's not
But I'm a New Yorker. Tarek's a New Yorker. I love Tarek just for that. He's the only New Yorker I know.
All right.
to be
Sounds
like
good.
a pro CS player. Not the only New Yorker I know.
All right. Get a sec. All right. All right. Sounds good. Sorry, I lost my thoughts.
No.
So what were you just saying? You're talking about
Talking about we said that Stu was
insane.
He was insane for a while, and then he wanted to retire and was no longer as insane.
Well, I think he stopped taking it nearly as seriously. I've heard because it was like when you win
that's
a major
like a North American problem. Like, it's like a big like North American issue.
But let's be real here. When you win a major and a Grand Slam, I mean, come on, you win a major and a Grand Slam. Are you gonna be like, oh, time to win my second major? Like you've already. It's kind of like a point I've seen you see with like a lot of pro players.
No, I hear you.
They get to like a point where they're like really trying to win a major or something like that, something achievement, and then they're like they win the achievement, and then they're like, oh, now what? Right? Like that's typically how it goes. I'm surprised Twist as much as he's won because he's won 2 Grand Slams and
I think 2 majors as well.
2 majors?
I believe so. Let me confirm.
And this
go spitting out.
Yeah, so it's crazy that he keeps going.
He is. So they won last year, or not last, 2 years ago, Antwerp, and they also, just Antwerp. That's the only major.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Who won the first CS2 major?
That's not out yet. It happens this March. It's in Copenhagen. I have friends that are going to be there live.
Oh, it's Wait, this whole time Copenhagen was a major. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
PGL Copenhagen.
Okay,
it's gonna look sick.
I'm surprised that. Okay, typically the way I know that a major is coming up is that I'll open up Counter-Strike and it'll pop up predict who's gonna win the group stage, and
then
I
you
didn't
get a
get
diamond
that.
coin, a gold coin, or a bronze coin.
I didn't get that, and I was like, oh, it's probably just like Cologne. That's what I was thinking it was, like Intel Cologne or whatever. But
I am Cologne, whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever. It looks like they're finally gonna go into the Ascent play. Or Ascent. We're gonna go into Ascent, and it's Neo's pick this time. So that's gonna be an interesting thing to see how they're gonna win.
So we're just seeing traditional comps then. Very normal traditional comps. Mirrored.
Typical
comp.
KO. Sova.
Double
initiators. You always have to have KJ on Ascent. I don't care who you think you are.
Really easy.
I don't care what kind of Cypher player you are. You always have to have KJ. It's like a no-brainer at this point. The ult is just too powerful on this map.
Well, that's the big thing, right? The maps that Cyphers run instead of KJ is often because there are not any good KJ ults. Like on Breeze, like there are 0 good KJ ults. On Split, there's very few. Like it's very hard to have a good KJ ult on Split as well, and that's why you don't see a lot of KJ. So that's really like the differentiator when in metas between KJ and Cypher.
Yeah, exactly. And they're doing the exact same comp too on top of that. That is, I don't think I've seen that in a while. No, actually I've seen that. Like the exact same
a mirror comp,
yeah, a mirror comp. I think that's pretty common anyway.
On Ascent, I think it's definitely the most common to see a mirror comp.
Yeah, that is true because
this is just so meta. This comp, this has been the comp for like at least a year and a half now.
It's probably been like almost since the beginning. Honestly, because all these agents are like old ones, right? Like that's the way I think about it. But I mean, you have like Jet. It's perfect. You have Jet for mid, Omen for smokes anywhere across the map. You have Intel anywhere across the map. You have KJ ults that take entire sites, and you have KO for flash lineups. It's just perfect as it is. So why wouldn't you change anything? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Fast market from Palominos. Let's see if they're going to commit out to B here. It's a hard split B. Still no. They left the bomb in B lobby. I hope they know that. And they're going out without any spike at the moment. They're out on site, but that spike still has to run all the way back in.
Biddy gets an easy pick here. What is the KO doing?
Finds one. Everyone's a little lost because that spike got left back there. Very discombobulated. But worked out for him.
Yeah.
Worked out for him.
Crazy.
That spike being back there could have ended the round very poorly.
This is big
So
for
worked out.
Palominos going into Neo's map pick as well.
Absolutely.
Those lineups with the Sova really got to that Jet Fiddy there earlier.
And market was just free for the
Yeah.
taking. There was no contest all for them to run up through mid market. So.
And looking into this, it seems like it's kind of a stack.
Neo seems like they're going to be fighting, or it looks like they're leaning towards Cat. They're pinging Cat now, so probably going to be taking a hard mid fight. Let's see if they smoke tiles or what the plan is here.
I mean, it makes
These
sense.
guys are
It's like,
chilling. This is very smart. Very smart from Palominos. Playing deep, deep back.
I wonder
Letting
if,
them do whatever they want. Just
wonder if they're
waiting
gonna
to
figure out
react.
I wonder
Yeah,
if they're
we'll
gonna
see.
figure out they're all mid or not. I'm interested to see that. Looks like KJ's
Now
kind
here
of
comes
walking
the
back
pivot.
market.
They're going to clear. Jet's clearing A space here. A is totally free. They know they're B. Comms are coming out. And sight is free. Now let's
just-
see how this retake's going to look.
That's gonna
So
be
we have
hard considering
two
it's all
mid players.
classics.
It is all classics. But let's see where Palominos wants to play. Are they going to be back sight, front sight? So they're a little split right now. Have two in main, one lane, two boat. So the two boat players are all by themselves. These three front is the point. They
Spam
managed to get a
almost got to
spam.
him.
Taking the fight.
Come on.
Can't do it.
I really
But this
wanted
is
to
looking.
go on
This
tap.
is
Too many people for Caillou.
too many people. It was
Way
close.
too many people. Instant head tap by Boogie, leaving it a 1v4 for Fadin.
That's it.
Can't seem to find anybody get spotted by info dart. Instantly get shut down by Snarler.
There was opportunity there for
Yeah.
for Neo
Opportunity
to.
for like two people at least.
Yeah.
Right. Like you
They
had
weren't
two,
able to convert it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you had two 1v1s just right in front of you.
Yeah, the B main players were almost isolated, especially with the spam. It was almost doable, but no one managed to just connect a little breath or a little sneeze onto that Sova. No one
Yep.
could do it.
Full buy for Neo, kind of a no-brainer, right? And a bonus for Palominos. Going into
Hard
this third
A
round.
aggressive space.
Oh yeah.
They are feeling the pressure on A. Look, these rotates are already coming through. Sova's fast leaving, but Palominos is not committing. They're gonna look mid, maybe re-clear it. Maybe they're even gonna send them through spawn. But right now, Neo believes A main is being contested, or at least has some presence. And now they're probably right. See if there's any rotates now. Just sitting in A main, waiting for any utility, any info to be thrown. Snailer taking nice, clean contact fights. Wine's clear. Fiddy with the info finds one. Smoke's coming down. Out on site, KO looking for spam, finds nothing. Jet with wide finds two, commits to the crouch spray. In the smoke
got
tree,
two
trying to
kills.
find one.
Traded.
Nice, easy, almost pretty clean bonus for
Pretty clean full buy.
pretty clean full buy for Neo.
There you go. There you go.
The
But I
bonus
mean-
round, but the full buy for them.
Look, I mean, 2 kills off of a bonus, I would say is pretty good anyway.
Absolutely.
You could get more, definitely, but so far, I'd say every time I'm in a bonus, I'm like, okay, we got 2 kills. Now we can full buy. And then you can see it's like a full buy here, and Neo has like a bulldog on the field. So actually, a guardian. They changed their mind. Now they have a guardian.
They did change their mind. They're a fan of these Guardians. I'd be going light in a real gun personally, but
Yeah, me too. Look, I ain't got that confidence to just go crazy with a guardian. I know like some players like Scream could do that stuff, but that's Scream. I mean,
that's scream.
have you seen his one taps, bro? Unmatched. Unmatched. I've never seen another player like that.
One tap.
One tap. They know me for my one taps.
That's right.
Flash in through tree, pushing up. Todd Zero seems like he's prepared for it though, but he gets smoked off in the process. Can't seem
And
to find
sight
a
is free.
singles person.
Let's see if Todd looks for anything or does he play full retake.
Bomb grenade out.
Seems like it's gonna be a full retake
Drone
though.
coming in. Any spam? No spam.
Gets spotted out. Seems like it's gonna be a full retake for Neo into.
But Palomino's holding down tree right now. That's a very, very good call for them at the moment. When you have so many alive here, holding down tree is really necessary for that map control. Vault finds one on the Heaven player. They're all swing Heaven now. 4 are wide on Heaven. And 1 tree.
Right. You can't seem to spot him out though. Sorry.
Very
Babin
good.
with the crazy kill on K right there. Boogie anticipating this heaven push, but doesn't
Last player
seem
stuck
to
in
get
hell.
it.
Can he isolate the fights? Finds one. Last one, Jenny.
Finds two.
Finds it.
Woo!
Very, very good first gun round we've seen. Insane clutch from Snailer.
Yes, sir.
Snailer from
Good.
chamber to jet. It's looking good. I'm liking. I feel like he's feeling himself a little more on
Yeah,
jet than he was on
definitely.
chamber.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he was really good with those op kills as well. So I'm interested to see that on the defending side. On top of that, but
As
yeah,
am I.
8-1 is crazy going into this first half, especially on the 4th round. That's 2 kills per round, pretty much. Backing up, waiting for any util to be thrown out A. Doesn't seem to have anything. As Neo takes mid control like crazy. I mean, they're just up in mid. But that leaves A site weak for them, and it gives an easy free site for Palominos. But it seems like Neo's gonna try and go for this retake. As they get the site set up. You know, for everything. Get a post plant set up and everything.
Palomino's looking very congested towards site there on the minimap.
My ult's ready.
All right,
Biddy
Neo.
gets a
Biddy finds
easy-
one. Oh,
Charges left.
and
Snailer.
very split here. The main tree in heaven.
Snailer
Stuck in a 1v2.
gets the finds too. Can he get a
it's a 2v2.
third?
Heaven.
Doesn't seem like he can find it.
Oh, wow. What a shot. What a shot.
Caillou with his crazy deagles
Great
for
round.
kills. Caillou just does not miss with a deagle.
That's right. He really isn't. I mean, that was a very nice shot. But
I mean, yeah.
Kyle
Dropping
1
on
off from
top.
ult now. Todd 2 off. But Palomino's looking a little better with their ult economy at the moment.
I like to think Snarler's just screaming at his team right now. He's like, "Why am I carrying?"
Out.
Something like that. It's like, "Where's my team?"
Karinki's saying, I did it last game. I did it.
Yeah. Or like whenever you're just in your normal comp match, you're just like, "Where's my team?" As you push on a side by yourself or something like that. Something silly. I just like to imagine stuff like that. But looks
5
like it's
towards
gonna-
tiles this round.
Yeah. Palominos is on a save right now, so that's gonna be interesting to see. With
Fiddy's
the
gonna
jet
look for
ult.
something here with a dash and see what she
Oh my
tries to
god,
find.
they are going
They're
all the way
fast
down
into
mid.
market.
Yeah.
All right. Snailer.
Snail's gonna take A site
Execute's coming
instantly.
in. Finds one, traded. Another coming out stairs. No one's back sight. Finds another one, 2 on site. Boat player still making time for these rotates. Nice and slow. Doesn't manage to get him.
Can't seem to-
Now the retake comes in.
Ooh!
Wow!
Ooh!
1v1 stuck. Knows last player's lane and stairs. Wow.
That seemed
what
like
a round.
very
That was
delayed
very quick.
reaction. That was a
Yeah.
very delayed.
Yeah, that was a
reaction.
delayed reaction, but that was we went from like a 4v3 into a 1v1 in half a second. It was
Yeah.
very quick.
I mean, yeah, Palominos is really good at locking down these sites. It seems like taking
Yeah.
all that space they can. If there's space to be taken, Palominos is taking it.
Absolutely. They're very reactive. If they see that Neo is fighting for one space, they are on the other side fighting for the other space.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that was really, even though they lost the round, obviously, they took out like 4 out of the 5 players, and that kind of ruins that Neo's economy a little bit. So it makes it better for them going into this round.
Oh, whoa!
Ooh, timing!
Kyle.
Craziest timing.
They don't
I've
expect
ever
this
seen.
player lane. What? They're above him. Dart's coming out.
Spam it, spam it.
Oh no.
That could have
was
been
interesting.
bad.
That
That
was
could have been
interesting.
bad. That
Yep.
could have been. He ran
But
out
we
of
have front
bullets.
sight.
It doesn't matter, yeah. And they got ult on top of that,
Ooh.
so that makes it better for them.
Wow. beautiful
Snarler's
shot.
just insane.
And he's feeling himself. He was hungry for that one. He was hungry for that last one.
I mean, he was kind of like feeling himself in that last game too, but this time
Yeah.
he's really showing it.
Post plants look good for them. 2 boat, 1 on top of up lane, takes a whiff. Last 2 boat. Just a knife and a molly left. Knife goes out, finds 2 in boat. Molly comes down, he takes the walk. There he sits.
I guess he's just
Only 15
waiting.
on the clock now.
He's making sure they
Time's
both
ticking
die.
down. He's dying down, yeah.
Yeah,
but they may
sorry.
not die. They're not gonna die here.
They're not gonna
Bomb's not
die.
gonna explode. That was a great try. Snailer really putting in work. 14 and 4.
Yeah.
Insane scoreline so far. Scoreboard.
Yeah. I wonder what Neo's gonna, if they're gonna, it seems like typically Neo always likes to do retakes, but for the first time that I've seen.
Not looking hot for him on defense, these retakes.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, that's the first time I've ever seen him struggle with a retake.
Yeah,
honestly.
we've most of these rounds have been retakes. There have not been a lot of like just sight stops or rounds ending before. Oh wow!
Oh my god!
Todd gets caught out, coming out heaven. Snailer just insta dashes. I mean, what a read! What a gamble to know that no one was going to be close at all.
Right.
Soval comes in, finds 1 kill, gets 80
another
damage on Hell, and they know about it.
Oh.
Info's in on Hell. They don't know about this player top Jenny. Molly comes in for the Hell player, doesn't catch anything. Info about a front switch player.
So much.
3 players running out. Jenny and Hell. Knowledge
2
is
people. 1v1.
1v1.
Sheriff versus a gun, but he's one shot though, so that's going to be making it harder for Jet Snarlo coming into this. Places down the smoke, takes a gamble.
He does it. That's the risk when you're 1 HP playing in that smoke. When you're 1 HP in a smoke, you're always at risk. Gotta play a wall somehow.
I mean, what other
very neck to neck game. Well,
Don't have
ideally, he just sits on that Jenny. You know, he's not. He was on the side of it. You know, and he enabled the spam a little. But
I think he was really worried that he was gonna wrap around Jenny.
Yeah,
so
he was definitely worried about the walk around. Yeah.
Yeah, but not looking good for Palomino's on this buy right here.
No, it's not.
I mean, 2 rifles and no, they're just full saving for the most part. I mean, it's like an eco save mix.
Buying down to 2K for the most part, except for this Jet who's one off knives.
Oh, so he's just gonna get the knife.
What a shot.
Yeah,
Jet finds knives. Dart doesn't hit stairs player. Ooh, spam is good.
Spam
for
is really
70
good.
damage.
2 of them are actually half HP.
Yep.
Looking good for Neo right here. It's gonna make it hard.
Let's see what Snailer can do.
I want Snarler to pull off something crazy, and he doesn't notice.
Ooh.
But gets the flick kill.
Very good
traded
flick.
out.
Traded
Yeah.
though, yep.
Traded immediately. I thought that he was gonna. Oh, I thought the almost gonna die
close.
there.
Yeah, the Molly was really solid.
Yeah.
But I doubt they expect this player here. But we'll see.
Yeah, I don't
They're. Oh wow, this is a great walk from them into tree. This is a great fight they're trying to take. This is a great fight. That's really good for Palominos. Now they don't think about this site player, but no one dies to him. Except they do.
Didn't expect a third. I'll say that much.
Uh-oh. Unlucky.
It's like and then he just drops and kills them.
That was really good reaction from Palominos to force that fight into garden there from tree was very good.
Well,
These guys when they feel that like they're being pressured in a certain spot, they will pivot so quick into like isolating fights somewhere else. Very reactive.
Well, that's really good on ecos too. To just go after the one guy by himself. I mean, what is he gonna do? Kill them all?
Yeah, you always gotta. Whenever you're broke, especially, you gotta isolate those fights.
Exactly. I like to see the spam here with that Odin on what is it, B site? But no one's really pivoting towards B that much. Actually, it's just a split, or it looks like they're trying to fake out a site here. I don't know which site they're trying to fake, though, A or B. There's 3 people towards B, Spike's towards B, but 2 people are sitting outside of A. I'm thinking they're trying to wait for someone to aggress, but it doesn't seem like that.
Definitely strange. It's so odd how little we're seeing anything mid going on. Like, if we're mid, it's just Palominos in mid as attackers, and they are having no contestation until they're in tree or out market. You know, like, mid is just free right now, and no one's doing anything in regards to it.
Just smoke top mid and just take mid space, go market, and take B site. That's one way of doing it, but it seems like they're kind of just...
They get a drone that has no info for them, so they don't know what's going on. Sova finds nothing in B main, but there are 4 waiting to explode. Here comes the B drone. Omen Flash ready to throw out. Comes out. Stellar.
Gets the KO.
Fine down, and the Jet's down.
Oh.
This is looking super solid. Yuki finds one. Yuki from Raze to Omen. What a swap on roll.
Karinki finds one. Can he
And
find
it's
the
2v2
other?
after all this.
Finds a second. 2v1. 1v1.
No,
Am I going crazy?
And he just probably won the round.
Oh my
There we
god.
go.
You know,
Well
that's like
played from Fabino.
that's like one of my favorite spots to sit on.
Yeah, just crouch
basically.
walking underneath market. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean,
It enables so many timings.
yeah, they literally can't see you pretty much, and then
Yeah,
you just
they
pop
really
up in
cannot.
front of them. Yeah, that's my favorite part about it. You just sit there and wait for something to happen.
Surprise!
Yeah. I also hate it when people sit there too. On top of that, that's like one of my big pet peeves. It's just like someone pops their head out and it instantly kills me. I'm like, what just happened? But looks like it's an eco buy for Palominos right here, and they're gonna go for an A take. They're really good on their A takes.
Palominos, did they just force into this? I believe on the scoreboard. I think
Well,
they hard forced into this.
It was
no?
kind of like a mix. I think I saw,
I saw
some
two people have $400. I think so. They were. I mean, they're
okay.
trying.
It's 2 rifles, 3 SMGs, most definitely. That's what
Let's
it
see.
is. Yeah. Looks like an A split, though. Jet and Omen going through mid, trying to take tree control. Tree's a big part of A site that you take control of. Gets shut down by Thaven.
Molly to deny the trade. A
Yeah.
players starting to walk on out. Make it out. KJ finds one. They find one in heaven, though. Numbers
Frankie.
almost even. 3 on site. Let's see if they're going to fight for any space or if they're just going to sit on back.
Seems like they
I
gotta
believe
destroy
Volt
that
has ult
turret.
going into this KO, but tree door's broken, a lot of pressure being applied. Plant for A main for KJ. Volt gonna double up Hell or play Jenny? Full blind Jenny.
I think they got to use this
Out on
ult.
him. Traded. Wow. Wow, what a
Wow.
retake. Very quick.
I was hoping for some, I don't know, KJ on KJ alt action, but didn't seem like that was gonna happen.
No,
I was like,
if it
the
does
only
happen, it'll happen this round. Last
Yeah.
one.
Palominos had that KJ alt at hand. That would have been probably the best leverage they had, but it's whatever. They can't really do anything about it. It's next round going into this. Looks like, well, it looks like a full buy for both sides pretty much. You know, you got all rifles, Bulldog. You got Op on Fiddy going into this round. Holding B main down. They're going to just run straight into that Op. I mean, you're probably going to at least get 1 kill. That's good for 1 kill pretty much.
For sure.
Op is super powerful in this game. It's pretty much free elo, I've heard. Op is pretty much free elo.
So I've heard as well.
Yeah. Does not get the timing, though. Goes for the spam, and looks like they're moving towards mid as soon as possible. Taking that mid control. Snarler might
Walking
pull
up
off something.
market.
He's
Might
good for
find a
one.
timing here against Math.
He doesn't get it.
But the trade is found.
Trade
Op is now known. Top mid. They're going to walk out of mid now. A little frightened. Op's going to go for a repeat. But he's smoked off. Forced
Shut
back.
down. Shut down by the smoke.
The pivot to tree is strong, but we have this alarm bot and double molly. So
Well, and they know it's
they're gonna be
coming,
stalled
too.
out hard.
They know it's coming on top of that, so that makes it even better for Neo to regroup here on A site.
Todd's probably just going to look for one and then play back for that KJ ult afterwards. But Fiddy again in this strong position, but this time with the lines 1 straggler. Other 2 leaning on B. Good pivot. I don't know if they'll expect this last player in boat. Let's see if they walk out, how noisy they are.
No charges
If
left.
they make noise coming out, and
Oh,
they're
they make
noisy.
noise. They are very noisy. Well known. He's gonna get shut down immediately by that Odin.
There we go.
Odin, I can never figure out the Odin because I'm not that
Me
kind
neither.
of person.
I'm not a Sova player either, so
But also, the Odin's kind of busted with that fire rate. I mean,
yeah.
8
mean,
and 4 going into this. I mean, the last time we saw it was 8 and 4 Palominos. Closed it out pretty well. So
And this map is quite defender-sided, so
Oh,
you know,
very.
8-4 half is not too bad for Palominos. We were in an 8-4 half last map as well, and
That's
look where we
exactly-
ended. So
exactly. So we'll see how that goes. Stack towards A on first round is ballsy.
But maybe they've watched a VOD. You never know, because there are 4 players leaning A on this team. Or
I think-
5 players leaning A.
I think that's really it. I think that's how they can get their plants down pretty well.
Aggressive A main take. Ooh, Fiddy finds his one. Jenny player's not able to get it. Tag down to 5, though.
Instant
They
rotate.
take that man and they just walk. numbers, and they'll relax. Just now they have to play their trades. If the trades are good, they'll win this round.
Yep. And it's good that their duelist is probably the lowest health. That means he can just throw himself at the team, enemy
Absolutely.
team. Looks like a mid control here.
But this stack did not move.
Here.
But now we're starting to see a slow pivot. But
So they're
what
faking.
a call from Neo. Look at this read. The split comes in, and they have sight for free if they want it. Nothing anyone can do.
Pretty much.
Dart comes in. Tagged
Forces
up, no
Palominos to
spam.
regroup pretty much on
And
this
sight is
one.
free. Now let's see how good Neo's posts are. We got one Hell, one under, two Jenny, one looking for heaven, and one main.
Palominos is plotting something here. Look at this. They're all stacked up, and they're all holding their util out ready for a push.
Waiting for that smoke. Here's the call. No way main smoke from this Omen. Very strange. Okay, here it comes.
Going out.
Two people hell.
Stuff
Gets
now.
one. Can he
Do
find
they
a
expect
second?
number two? They
I think
do.
they do. They do. Can he get it though? He gets
can.
it.
And
Does
he
he-
have... he has it. He has that. No problem. Very
Yeah,
good round
That
from
is
Palominos.
big. That is big for Palominos. Because it seems like they've kind of struggled with pistol rounds. Am I wrong?
They have.
Yeah.
I think this is actually the first pistol. You're absolutely right. I think Neo is three for one on pistols now.
Exactly. So that's good for Palominos right here. Is that they now have the pistol round. Now they have leverage going into this second round. But I've seen this they do this. Neo does this a lot. They always force on the second round regardless.
Yeah, this is
when they
very
lose.
risky, especially sometimes you'll see a force round two if maybe you're down enough rounds, you have to take a high risk. But when you have a 3-round differential over the opponent, I don't think it's worth the risk. They
I've
clearly
seen-
do, but
I've seen this with sheriffs too. It's insane. They'll do this stuff all the time.
yeah.
But Fiddy's
But
gonna
this
get
looks like
on
a
the
very
side.
set strat, ready to go.
Night night.
And they find a one for it. But no one's... Bomb is down. No one's out yet. Not looking too hot for him. 2v2. Now we're looking good.
Looks like it's in
One lane
really,
player coming up
it's in
fast.
Neo, yeah,
Has an
Neo's-
Finds his
Neo's-
first. And now it's looking very scary for Neo. We're going to look at a very likely 8-7 unless they win this next round with classics. Not going to be too hot. We're going to have a nice close score line once again. Just like map 1.
I think Neo's starting to figure out, I've seen them a lot. They always do some crazy risky plays that you just is very like what is the right word? Unorthodox, unnecessary,
Yeah.
like some risky plays.
It's definitely unorthodox. That buy is a very unorthodox buy. That's a good word for it.
I've seen them do this a lot, and they typically win. But I think this the first time ever, Neo's kind of getting humbled right now by Palominos, which is insane to see. Going undefeated, pretty much undefeated last time, and now they found someone that's matched their skill thus far. Neo's looking like a default right now, trying to figure out where Palominos is plotting or scheming anything.
See what this Outlaw can do if they ever entertain it. Outlaw leaves Cat. Fiddy probably going to go for a jump spot. Nope, they just walk off. No entertainment.
They know for sure.
They do. Very
mean-
cautious. Good discipline.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't hold that, right? Like it's
Yeah,
kind of
exactly. And they knew that Outlaw was in their hands too.
Yeah.
But wait, did they re-buy into this with Guard? Like, how does this guy have a Guardian Light?
No, he has. It's the one person that has a Guardian. Two
But how
sheriffs
does he
and
have
two
any
classics.
money?
You know what? That's a very good question. I don't even know. Maybe someone bought it.
He's
for
out
him.
lane, and there goes his money. Investment, worthless. One player out market, fast, looks for something, can't find it. Another player looks for a trade, and they're good for it. This flood was fantastic. The peaks out of CT and the peaks from market, all during the B main exit, was perfect. No post allowed. Last player, all known to them, couldn't find a shot and land it. Just gonna look around for it, but I doubt Palominos will entertain this clutch. And there we go. Very,
You hate
very,
to see it.
very
You
strong
hate to
play.
see it. You hate to see it.
You do, but that was really so. Let's look at this money. I mean, this is so strange. They are just okay. Why does this guy still have an Outlaw on Palominos? This guy's got an Ares, a Guardian, and these guys have money. These guys are loaded now. You know, they should be buying up. We'll see though.
But why? I mean, you don't really. You can sacrifice a round, honestly, because
Yeah,
as long as you get kill at least 2 or 3 people, or at least maybe even 4, then Neo's out of luck. Even if they win, they won't have enough money to buy full armor and a rifle. They'll just have to do light shields.
See ya.
And he gets one on
Smaller
top of
finds it.
that.
And that was the only player who went light armor, was that Jet. The only player on Neo who had light for that outlaw to do that was Jet.
Imagine if he just knew that. He's like, oh, he had a guardian last round. He's gonna have light armor, dude. Just go
Yeah.
for the jet.
It's
like,
definitely
okay.
it's definitely possible. Definitely possible.
Yeah.
Flash out to Jenny. Molly in. Stop. Isolates one fight. Flash good. Allows Sneller to get one. Now they just have a nice, easy retake with man advantage.
Ugh.
Todd, 1 HP.
Palomino's with the numbers advantage going into this retake. That is very Palomino. I mean, Palomino's basically guaranteed this retake almost.
Jenny player, exposed. Dice, killed.
One down.
Last is hell.
1v4. Gets one. Gets
Not good for it.
Not good for 2, sadly enough.
And we are tied up 8-8 and on an anti-eco against Neo. This is not looking good for Neo for their map 2 on their pick.
I think Neo needs to call a timeout or something.
Yeah, well, we'll either see it this round or next round for sure. Have we even seen a timeout this map
No,
so far?
not
No.
this map. Not this map. But
I bet we'll see one next, but we'll see.
You were saying about how they VOD reviewed them. I think you're honestly right on that because a lot of the plays, even on attacking side, they've been taking a lot of space on attacking side to try and prevent them from doing retakes, and they've been doing a lot of stuff to prevent Neo from, because Neo relies a
Absolutely they have.
lot. They rely a lot on those first picks, and Neo just cannot get a first pick.
For sure.
Seems like they're regrouping towards A. I mean, they got the info and they are regrouping,
Will
but
they
not
go out with it.
not
See,
over.
look at it. No over rotates, as you were saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
No over rotates happening.
Yeah, no over rotates. They know they've been, making noise A, then falling back, and clearly they're getting a good read on it.
The Silva is hard anchored in boat. Hard
Mm-hmm.
anchored.
I mean, that's probably the best place to anchor, honestly. Seems like they're trying to fake out a rotate, but Palomino's is not budging a bit. They're staying in their spots, and they know they can just either rotate or re-hit.
They have this Omen top mid who I think he's jump spotting. He's not jump spotting anymore, and now we're out on it. No contest, but they're fighting for tree. Just 1 or 2. Just the Jet. Oof.
Jet
Dinked for
crazy.
it, but he gets the nice shot.
That's all he needs, though. Yuki trying to follow up and trying to find the Jet, but the Jet is gone. He's back in main. Alt goes out for Snailer. Trying to find
Info
someone.
on one main player.
Finds one. Tries to find a second. Can he get the second? Doesn't seem to find it. Tries to peek down hell. Can't find someone but
from Neo.
whiffs.
And last player is noted in tree. Todd just gonna play time for his team. Make sure everyone can.
Trying to take out as many people as he can, but Fiddy with the crazy Jet play.
And that's the first round we've seen this half, correct? Yep. First round we've seen this
Yeah,
half
first round this half.
for Neo.
You know what? It's just like you said. There's no really good reason to full buy on a second round after losing, because
There's no
clearly,
reason to be doing it.
well, yeah.
When
I
you
mean,
have when you have round advantage, the only reason you would do it is if you have like a massive round disadvantage and you need to strangle a round out somewhere. But if you don't need to strangle that round, save your money. Play percentage. You just have to play percentage.
I mean, even though Neo won that round, it's 9-8. It could have been like 10-6 by now, but or something like that. But it's 9-8 because they forced on second round. Neo going out with a normal default, like it seems, trying to figure
Drone
out.
through Cat finds the op. Op is now noted on Cat. Let's see if he pivots. They just pushed him back a little. That's a good trade for the drone. They get this off of tiles into garden.
Looks like
all for that $400.
Yeah, looks like Palomino's kind of trying to deny info right now. They're kind of sitting back at this point. They know they're kind of defaulting, so they're just denying info. Looks like it's going to be the same like last round. Neo's going for a regroup A site, but Palomino's is not budging a bit. See if they rotate faster.
Molly's
this
good.
time.
Isolates the jet. Ran for the Molly. Going for door close, and they're on site. Neo stuck in a 4v5. Wow, what a shot!
Gets
from Sailor.
traded.
Trade is good.
4v2.
Bombs being forced down, but
3.
drone is good. And he's gonna get spammed for it.
Not get marked
He
for it.
does not get marked. Flash coming in.
is so unfortunate.
Oh wow.
That is the craziest flash I've seen in a while. Kid, he seemed to find one. Is his teammate gonna push with him? Shock dart goes out, finds no one.
Wow.
Gets the spam off. Shock dart gets
Shock
the
dart's good
second.
for it. That's
Boogie
it. That's the round.
Boogie does not miss with these shock darts.
No, he doesn't. Boogie was
Like, he-
looking very solid with that Odin and shock darts for real.
Dude, do you know he plays NBA 2K? Like, he does not miss, bro.
He
Like,
does
he's
not
like-
miss.
He's like, how did you get so good at shock darts, NBA 2K?
Same
how.
same with Vault on or not Vault. The other KO Fabino. He's banking
Yeah.
those banking
Like,
those
he-
flashes off. Plays a lot of 2K
honestly.
as well, man.
He does not miss his Molly lineups either.
No, he doesn't. You're absolutely right. Absolutely.
He's got Molly lineup for both sites, mid and catwalk. Like,
Yep.
everywhere you can go. That is great. Looks like a hard B main push from Neo this time. And has a KO all. Gets spammed!
Wow. Spammed back for it.
Not looking good for Palominos. They gotta regroup and go for a retake. But Neo has a free sight. Didn't lose a
Wow,
single
Math.
person.
What a did he ult for that kill? I didn't even notice that.
I didn't even notice that either. Clearly
Math
he
is
did.
up on A site. And look at what he's forcing right now. Those two
No.
players are so far away now. They're like they just lost 15 seconds all because of that ult.
Pretty much. Todd Zero gets another kill on a Karinki.
And Jet's saying save. Jet is like, let's save, get out of here. Yuki's fine, whatever, fine.
Like, please just save with me. And he's like, I'm good for one more.
Neo with their 10th round. These close games, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It might be like last time where it was like 11 and 12. Something super close. I mean, Neo was kind of throwing their rounds away at one point, but
I'm feeling overtime for sure. I'm feeling it.
yeah,
I think it's
it
gonna
is-
happen this map.
I couldn't tell you who's gonna win this map. I'm sure it might be Neo because it's just their pick, right? But it's anyone's game at this point. I like Snarler's going crazy with op and everything else. I mean, he's just cracked right now. But Palomino's looks like a scuffed by because I've never seen an op and 2 classics on the same video. Just that, like, that's insane in and of itself.
Yeah.
Neo's
Well, that op
got
was
a
saved, so a little excusable.
Well, I guess that is true. Typically, you kind of see somewhat. I guess you wouldn't see a force
Wow.
buy.
Very fast again. Boogie stuck left side boat, and they know about him. He has no chance out of here unless he hits a clip.
Time to hit a clip. He's about to hit one. Never mind.
Never mind.
I thought he was gonna hit. It looked like he was about to hit the clip.
It did almost.
Yeah, I saw the foreshadowing in place. and
Okay, what's out? 3 and boat. We are
What is-
constantly getting caught out. This.
Okay.
Whoa, this is spammable. If he just dropped it super spammable.
And he's getting ulted. Nothing Neo could do there.
That's a very scary ult. Where he just put it, it's like super spammable. Usually you see it put in front of switch, like on the other, like essentially where it was laterally, but you know, in front of switch, so it's not spammable. Like if there were any
Yeah.
boat players who could spam through there, that would have been it.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
actually, I guess that they knew that they were going up against poor guns, where that couldn't actually wallbang. So that might have been why they done it.
maybe. Well, I mean, technically, Neo full buy. Palomino
Yeah.
had the
Right.
yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. So, but now it's just full buy central. You know, on
That's
both
right.
sides, carrying that
Beautiful gun
op.
round. Except for that
carried-
one bulldog from Maths.
Yeah, except for that one bulldog holding top mid here with the op.
You should run.
Looks like
Wow, early KJL.
split. Really? Or this early, huh?
But it's a fake. They break Soval for it. Can they get it?
Oh,
A
they
side
bait
for
out
it?
the Sova ult for that, just for that. That's kind of an insane play. I thought that was kind of a bad play, but nah. It actually works in their favor. They seem to have a free
Is he
A
gonna go for a
site.
flash?
Nah, he's not that guy.
He's not that guy.
He's not that guy. I mean, maybe he's that guy. Who knows? He might need. He needs to show it.
Whoa.
He's just eating up that molly.
Eating it up.
Looks like a retake's about to happen though.
Here they are, swinging heaven, wide, full blind. 3 going wide on heaven now. They're out.
They're
swing,
now
swing,
out.
tree.
Stolen's hell.
2
Gets
v 2.
1, gets 2. Can't seem to find
Last
a
player
third.
stuck in tree. Bomb not planted for him.
Oh boy.
Thinks he's off. Ooh. That's it.
Gets it. Palominos.
Palomino's taking that 11th round. This is looking a lot like map 1 now. You know, if they win the
Yeah.
next one, 10 to 12, and they should be going into an anti-eco here, Palominos. So, Neo, I believe, is broke, right? Yep, they're broke.
Yeah. Neo's really trying to fake a sight. They can't do it. Palominos is not budging.
These guys do not want to play OT. They didn't want to play OT in map 1, and they do not want to play OT now.
Yeah.
They are forcing into it.
But I've always seen Neo go for these like fake sight, like fake a sight, do this,
Yeah.
do that.
And that fake was especially good because of the Sova trade for it. And Arc and
Yeah.
Neo's KJ ult didn't actually need to be used.
But Neo's not getting any leverage or space to help their, you know, sight takes. I mean, they're kind of just stuck, trapped in sight. They can't really do anything about it. But looks like they're kind of doing what they've been doing. 3 people towards B. Looks like actually no, this is a mid take.
Yeah,
Looks like-
just a standard default with that Omen started out outside of A, looking for any info A. Maybe they would one-way it, do something. But looks like that Omen forced that A main smoke, right? Somehow. So
Yeah, but
they believe there's probably a little bit of presence A main.
yeah,
But
it
here's
just
the B lean.
seems like it's a regroup B.
And this Sova boat has been good for his 1 or 2 every time he's had a gun.
Yeah.
So we'll see what he's able to make out of this. Wow!
Dodges the flash.
Karinki finds 2.
Finds 2. 2v4. Not looking
CT.
good at all.
Do they expect a boat player? They probably do. Oh, what a kill. But he has
Expected
the
that
bomb,
guy.
the spike. Wow, the spike is on
Caillou.
switch. Spike down lane. Last player on site, and he knows about him. Oh, wow. Oh, no!
Oh no!
Oh. He really
My
thought he had the read there. Really thought he had the
God. I really thought he was going to pull it off.
read. I know, I did too. But here we are at 11-11. Beautiful thing.
It's just been trading rounds at this point.
Yeah, it's been very neck to neck for the last 5-6 rounds.
I mean, Palomino's defense is really good, though. It was like
Absolutely.
really good on the last map pick, and it's really good on this map pick for sure. But kind of indecisive about what they're gonna buy here. I mean, you're seeing stingers and sheriffs being thrown around. Snailer's kind of like, you know, he's cracked, so he's gonna go for
Big
Guardian
for his.
play.
Doesn't get cleared out.
Gets
Finds
2.
2. Just like Shroud on Cash. And there you go. Traded
you
out.
go.
3v3.
1, 2,
3! And the Dave's the last one alive!
yeah. I love that play so much.
Yeah, it's a famous play. It looked similar to that, you know?
Yeah, it did look very similar. Yuki. Seems like they're gonna go for a retake, but they don't have the guns to do so. Zero just posted up. What did the Omen just do?
Oh my gosh! Oh. Hell and close. Oh! And Neo takes that match point round. Now, do they want to
Neo-
play OT? They didn't want to play it when they were losing. But will they play it now?
is basically saying, this is our map pick, and we're gonna win it going into the third one. And that's what they really want right now. It is it's anyone's game at this point, because both buys are kind of odd. I mean, Shorty, Spectre play, Neo does, it's kind of actually in, oh, you know what, I don't even know. I don't even know whose favor it's in. It's anyone's game who's gonna go into match point. Yeah.
Well, let's say Neo's the favorite, just for the sake of your...
Yeah, it's their map pick. Gets shut down immediately.
Oh, we're going overtime.
Yeah,
Unless
we are
they can pull
definitely
this
going
one
OT.
out.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Mass is kind of cracked. I mean, he
There we
just
go.
got a headshot, right?
2 to 4.
Not ready yet.
But
2v4
KO
is
here.
winnable.
Can KO stop this tree take? Coming in, KO with... Ooh.
He's aware. He
Finds
doesn't get it, though.
And the molly's for it. We're going overtime. Let's see what they can do. Neo, shivering in their boots. They need this map 3. They cannot take this loss.
I think it's gonna be like defense, right? It's gonna be defense side. Like who's gonna like? I'm guaranteeing Neo's on defense, right? Am I tripping?
Yes.
Neo's on defense. They're gonna win defense. It's gonna go over to Palominos. They're gonna win defense, and it's just gonna be back and forth.
Everyone's just gonna win defense. It's only gonna be defenders who win.
Well, look at it. It's only been defender-sided winning, like thus far.
Yeah, winning the half. That's true.
Snailer's going crazy though. 30 and 17. You don't really see like 30 bombs. Well, you do, but not like this. Snailer's been going crazy.
Snailer has been having a really good game.
Yeah.
Look at these assists though from Palominos. So many triple doubles.
They play their utility pretty well then if they're getting all that assists, all these mini assists.
Smoke's good, but it's looking a lot like that fake with the KJ ult, just without the KJ ult.
Look, Bomb's going towards B. Bomb's
this is the
fake. Spike. Yeah.
Sova getting in a good corner. Does he make it in?
Oh.
Finds one. Can he find a second one? Spike down. Info noted. Not good for number 2. Omen comes out, looks for it. They want this bomb. They want it, but they're not giving it up.
They rotate immediately. They should rotate immediately here.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they do.
But
Jet's gonna try and make this walk.
They're not really budging though. They're really trying to take this B site here, but slowly but surely moving towards mid. Snailer's trying to get that one pick from Market. Sadly, no one's there to be there to pick. Get spotted out too on top of that, or at least 2K does. Almost got spammed.
Almost.
Seems if we can find it. Can't find a second? Bro. Timing. Palominos is not looking good right now. 2v4. Gets one.
And that's
Doesn't find a second.
As you predicted, defenders come out on top.
Yeah. But Palominos is gonna win defender side right here. Guaranteed. Palominos. I mean, okay, maybe it's not so guaranteed because they don't have the op at their disposal. Personally, I would try to go for an op play, but
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
doesn't look like they're gonna do it. But
I think Palominos is really good to win defender side round because they've been winning crazy on defender side.
This KO is looking for this fight.
He wants to take someone down.
He wants something. They have A main space. Jet cost his dash for it, but A main's theirs.
Well, at least they have A main control.
That's right.
He just gave it up. Okay. I was gonna say they have A main control, but they just gave it up. 2 people out tree here, flashing out. Doesn't clear it, but doesn't get a kill.
He was full white. He was very blind.
Was he still full blind?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because the KO left clicked it.
Okay. That is true.
Coming with the man advantage here. Neo. Again with this TP. He has gotten screwed by these TPs a lot. Not this time, though.
Yeah. This time he actually did it early. Did it
that's
early.
Right.
Unlike last times. He's just been gunned down immediately. Gets the spam.
Pushing into heaven. Finds one. Trades. 2v2 left. We got 2 coming out of tree and 1 in a heaven late.
Wait.
They don't expect him here at all. Now they know. What can he do with it? Oh!
Oh my god. This is insane.
Wow.
ASIC coming out.
This is
pretty desperate.
That's it. It's Neos. On to map 3 we go.
Oh my god.
What
Neo
a map.
is shivering in their boots right now.
But
on their map pick.
On their map pick. And here we go on to Lotus. You said you'd watched Lotus before.
Yeah, Lotus, they play, so from my knowledge, Neo last time when they played Lotus, they played Salt Lake City. They played phenomenal Lotus. I mean, we're talking like faking sites, pushing on the sites. I mean, but Salt Lake City couldn't, it couldn't really lock down any of the sites or play for retakes very well. So, but seeing Palominos get their ones and be able to play retakes all the time, it's going to be close because if Palominos can just get their ones and play their retakes, and that's going to make Neo have a really hard time.
Absolutely.
On Lotus.
I'm interested to see if Palominos is going to run like a similar double controller comp like they ran on Sunset, because you do see the Viper Omen as you see it on Sunset just as often on Lotus, but it didn't work out too hot for him on I mean, they won the map, but not too much because of that Viper.
Yeah.
And that Viper's utility. So we'll see going into this.
Last time I seen Neo play, anytime it was their map pick, it was like a domination, pretty much.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, but this time it's like super close. Anybody's game. We'll just have to see, honestly.
We will. We've had some really close score lines these first 2 maps, so I'm very excited for this map to reload.
Same. I'm super excited.
We're gonna send you guys to a break. We're gonna grab some water, use the bathroom, and we'll be back at it in a few minutes with you guys. Excited to see you on Lotus. See you all soon.
Sounds good. And welcome back. Took a break there. Got a little bathroom break in for John and everything. We're all readied up for this next third match on Lotus, which is going to be an interesting play because last time I've seen Neo play on Lotus, they dominated it against Salt Lake City. However, this time it's a little bit different with the new team, Palominos, kind of giving them a run for their money, in fact. And
that they are.
Yeah, it's really a big decider here. I mean, you see the score lines 13-11, 14-12 on either side.
Very close.
So it's either side's game, really. They both play really good Valorant, and it's very intense.
They wouldn't even get to whoever they coined flip for their side pick, I imagine, for this because no one had a round differential favor. It was everyone had a 2-round differential on each map's win.
Yeah.
And so normally that's how map 3 would be decided, or side would be decided.
It would go. It's like the last 2 maps, right, that aren't getting banned, and then they coin flip on which side it's going to be on. They say
usually for map 3, I don't know exactly how NJ might do it, but usually for map 3, what they'll do is the side pick is going to be done by whoever won the most rounds overall. So like the team that hit, for example, what scoreline was it? The 15-13 scoreline would probably have gotten the pick for the side map versus the team that won 13-11 because they've won more rounds overall across the.
Last time I did esports, it was you chose a map, you had the decide to choose a map, ban 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's pick, ban, I think.
Yeah, pick, ban. And then it's like, sometimes it'll come down to 2. I think it's like it comes down to 2 maps, then you coin flip it. But starting out, throwing the most basic Viper wall that you'll ever see in the history of Lotus plays, it is very common to be throwing this Viper wall.
But it's funny, now that the double controller is swapped. Neo's running double controller this time. We haven't seen them run double controller as opposed to Palomino's running double controller previously. Looking like we're going to lean in towards C. Sky Flash comes in. Mound space for the taking. Reyna ready to take a swing for it.
C stack.
3 sitting in the smoke. Flash comes out. Looking for it.
Oh my god. Reyna on this map. I didn't even notice that.
And they push him out. I didn't notice either.
Snarler is really feeling himself. Rotate A. Looks like it's going to be an A pick, but it is not going to be a pretty one, in fact, because Neo's down in numbers, and Palominos has every right to set up for a retake.
Absolutely they do. But they're already here for the flood. Maybe, let's see if they retake or if they just decide to walk on into site. Rain is already in front of this smoke. Is he going to try and look for one? Fast on it. Kills one. Doesn't. Clears it.
Oh my god.
Very good. See, when the rotates are that good, and like they're already like 3 in heaven there by the time bomb's being planted, they can just walk on in, flood, before the planters have gotten into their positions. So, they find these players in like off spots that are really not that strong, all because that rotates were good enough to flood.
Yeah.
Really good rotates from him.
And Snaler is definitely, I mean, the last time I will see a Reyna pick on any map is Paper X, right? Like, that's the only team. Paper X will, that's the only team they'll ever do a Reyna pick.
Yep.
Yeah.
I really believe, I'm pretty sure it's the only team to ever have run Reyna since, the first 5 months of this game.
Last time I've seen a Reyna pick was Cloud9, I want to say. But that was back when Reyna early came out. But it looks like a B take up here for Neo. Losing 1, losing 2. Can he find the third? His teammate does find the third one.
Neo with another buy into this, though.
Yeah. Wait, did they force again?
They did. Again. Every time.
Bro.
Whenever they lose pistol, they force into it. Every time.
But, dude, didn't they not learn from last time?
No, they have not learned.
I mean, now that's 4 free rounds.
Maybe they'll learn for the next pistol.
They better. Because they're not going to win it. I mean...
Yeah, we'll see. If Maths gets this first one, it might be possible. Currency, nice discipline, the both of them. Patience. And first one goes for it. Info found. Stairs players walking out now. Omen's got to be good for it. Good for 1. And that's it.
That's easy. Easy round for Palominos.
And now they're broke, and we're looking at 3-0 probably. As we've seen it for most of the time. Neo really like you'd think that maybe they have like very set plays going into these like second round buys because like if you have a good strat for it, it's okay, but
Yeah.
it's their philosophy. That's how they want to play their map. That's how they'll play it. So.
Well, it's like they think they're cracked. So here, we're going to do this because we're cracked enough to do it. Yeah.
I hope that's not all they're thinking. I hope there's a little more, more depth to it.
There has not been a team that has give Neo a run for their money just like this. So they've probably been running this strat for so long that they don't know what else to do. They're like, yeah. And now
they're control taken. Reyna full blind. They get the 1D on it. Ooh. Oh, he is pinched. Is this going to work out for him? Any flashes? None. Good for 1. 2. Boombot takes it.
The Boombot
Omen
is
not looking
real.
for any trade. A sight's on. Sky dropped into drop. Walking out. Takes a peek. Finds
Shut
it.
down.
Great timing.
Great timing again on Kaio. Can he find the second? Oh, wait, not Kaio.
And he's off to C. He's wants this round. 2 smokes on the board.
As long as they play this together, they're solid. Pretty much.
Hopefully. CT plant. 2 smokes.
But you know how Caillou is. I mean, he's pretty cracked as it, but 25 HP is pretty hard to, like, hold off anybody. So
Absolutely.
It's interesting to see how he's going to play this. Seems like
Both smokes dropped, and none of them are close to him. As info on 1 waterfall, based off a step.
Right. 2 people.
Going to clear out CT. They know he's very likely bend at this point. Cleared CT. Can't
Shut
find
down by Kariki. Yo, love, you hate to see
It's always
it.
these 3-0s because of these buys. But, we've seen a lot of close rounds. Hey, you never know how these games could have went because they've all been so close if they were just playing percentage rounds, like on round 2, taking that full save, going into round 3 with big guns instead of going into it with deagles. These games have been so close that these rounds could have been the difference maker. You never know. It's 1 or 2 rounds that could have swung the entire match.
I mean, that's like, honestly, just doing, like, full buying on a second round on the first half is like the equivalent of, like, you're in the NFL and you go for a 2-round, like, conversion instead of a 1.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, that's what I think about, like, on the very beginning. Or something like that. You typically would only just see that if they were down in rounds or had nothing much to lose, but...
That's a fantastic analogy.
Yeah. 3 people, 1 C main. Alminos has the info that they're out C main, so doesn't
This
matter.
3 stack towards C as well.
Yeah.
Leaning C. Viper lurked out to rubble, but nothing happening towards A.
Neo
Omen
seems to not care and still wants to push up C anyway.
That they do. But it's looking a little better for them at this point.
I mean, this time they're actually...
These lurks are really... Like, we're really split at the moment. Very split.
But Palminos does not budge a single bit.
They're not giving them any chances.
Yeah. Denying info and playing back. That's what they do. Do best, honestly. Waiting for the dog to push out.
Bomb grenade out.
And gets flash, has to push back for a retake. Todd Zero trying to get the 1 kill. Can't seem to connect. Gets the spike down.
Post-play positioning is good. Fitty on top, ready to swing off of anyone. Vulnerable. 2 vulnerable running in. Still have 2 players on Ben. Finds his 1. Neo finds their first round.
So it's not going to be 4-0.
Not going to be 4-0. Because they have guns, finally.
Well, they have guns. But this time they actually played it, like, pretty well this time. Well, and you'll see this a lot. I mean... Now Lotus has changed, obviously, but before the Lotus changed, Neo would always run down C site, it seemed like. And I'm interested to see if it's just still going to be the same rush C site, or are they going to actually, like, change things up and maybe go B, since B has, like, a lot more space now. It's a bigger site. Omen
flash in, but no space being taken with it. How much utility do we trade out for this? None. A nice free walk. Just the Omen flash. Omen flash for rubble.
Well, and the Raise Nade, right?
The raise nade came. Did Neo use the raise nade?
No.
I don't know. No, yeah. I mean,
I mean, it landed directly at. Maybe? I don't remember.
through tree with the dog. Site is free if they want it.
Crazy
Smaller.
flank.
What a shot! Wow.
Wow, that flank just kind of happened out of nowhere.
Keep him on duelist. Get him off chamber.
Yeah, don't put him on a sentinel ever again, dude. He does not miss. When
Two
you see
flankers, fast A long.
Caillou with a crazy flick.
Indeed, a very, very good clear.
I can't get enough of that new skin, honestly. I'm sorry. But Bobbin gets a crazy kid pick on Karinki. Snailer, Snarler comes out, gets shot. 2v2.
Oh! Stream backside. Oh wow!
Dang.
Did they have time? I don't know.
I
I don't know if they have time.
No, I don't think so.
No. Another round for Neo on the board. 3-2.
That is so unfortunate to see.
But the guns are all gone. Neo's gonna come into this with around 6K for most of them. Yeah, so this is not too insane for their money. Everyone died on the entire board.
I'm guessing Neo. Well,
But look at this ult economy. LC Palominos have 4 ults on the board. Neo just won with Omen. They're 1 off that Viper and 1 off Raze. So let's see which orb they're going to be fighting for, C or A. Looks like they're leaning towards A. This A orb should be pretty easy for them to take with this Viper wall. But let's see who they're favoring with it, Viper or Raze. And then who's going to get the plant.
That Sky and Raze ult would go very well together for a retake.
That would.
So yeah. So when it comes to retake central, you want the Sky Raze and alt combo, maybe even a Reyna combo.
They're not going to give bomb to Viper. That's very strange. If Viper plants that bomb, he could have this ult, but he won't have it.
Interesting. I wonder if it was just overlooked. Honestly, it's probably just overlooked, right?
Yeah, it must be. Must be.
They'll talk about that in the VAR review. It's like, guys, we are 1 ult point off, and you didn't give the bomb to Viper at all. That is crazy. And he gets
Snailer finds his 1. 2.
Snailer
Neo ulting out.
gets a 30. Gets a 4.
Wow, what a shot! Snailer is really feeling himself on Reyna.
He chose Reyna for a reason. He's showing
Absolutely,
us why
he
he chose
did.
Reyna. He's
Absolutely.
like, guys, I've been carrying you all game. I might as well carry you even harder. All right. So I'm gonna play Reyna. And they're like, okay. I guess I'll play Raze. Double duelist is crazy. But I guess.
And that double duelist, that second one being Reyna, is the craziest part about it.
Yeah, like you think Jet, right? Or something.
Yeah, you would really think Jet, because you'd think the Raze is like almost a mock initiator with his boombot and nade. The blast packs make him a little more of a duelist, but that Jet allows for a really nice op, especially on A and C.
Well, and when you're taking a site, both Raze and Jet can push up on the same time, so it's all just fast takes. They got the info. There's someone C main. Pops Arena ult. Looks like he's trying to go for a big play here, but seems like Neo's not budging one bit. Yeah, they're not going to entertain the Reyna here.
Door opens. Snailer finds his 1 and he's out.
No, for Snailer being like such a crazy player, he does play pretty well conservatively.
He does. Good discipline.
Yeah, he's very disciplined. Fabin trying to find some space here and trying to peek out here. I wonder if they'll know that B site's mostly
mostly uncontested. This KJ's here to give a little something. When this turret hits, he'll take a little peek, but
it instantly gets punished for it too. I think they kind of know that, B site's off limits, but they're kind of testing the waters, right? That's the idea.
Tap comes in. Through the smoke, finds nothing for it. 5 flawless round from Palominos.
Palominos plays really good Valorant, let me tell you.
They have been, especially this half of this game so far.
Yeah,
looking at 5-2.
I don't think Neo's struggling for the first
early
time.
timeout. I like it. We didn't see a lot of timeouts last map. We saw them in map 1, and they were really good timing. They stopped momentum in map 1. Hopefully that this will give Neo a chance to come into this. I don't know if they have money going into this round though. I'm not sure.
No, because they were I saw they were buying sheriffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got
with sheriffs.
nothing. That typically is when they also cut. Fun fact: they only call timeouts when they have no money.
It's true. It's true. which is an interesting thing. But they could talk about whatever they want and just do it the following round when they have guns. There's no. So
That is true. I guess that is where you most teams will call a timeout when they're on a save.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, what are we doing, guys? Come on, kind of idea.
Yeah.
Well, what can we do to fix this?
And a big part about these timeouts is also like timing them to stop the momentum. If Alaminos is going on this big 4-round streak where they're just not stopping, you want to try and hold the momentum a little. Just slow the pace down a lot. Don't let them keep these rounds going.
Yeah. My favorite part about when other teams call timeouts is that you finally feel like you get a mental break to just talk about whatever you want. Like you could just start cracking jokes at each other and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But interesting.
Hard A take. Into rubble,
hard.
nice and free. Raise, no info, Viper Wall. Again, dog into tree. 3 pushing into tree with it. KJ leaning back with Sky. Viper ult comes out. Super strong all right side.
Wow, insane. They are holding down this side.
The flood is fast. They are not giving up this site.
Showstopper showing really.
There we go. You see, when it's like I said before, when the rotates are so solid like that, don't even give them the chance to plant. If you could get on site before they're in any good positioning, you are at such a good advantage. And that's what Palominos is really good at. When the rotates are solid, they call the flood and they do it. They are fast, they are reactive, and they are explosive.
Yeah,
Super solid round.
They're pretty much saying like, it's like. I lost my train of thought. Sorry. But I was gonna say like, they're just pushing them back pretty much. It's like, oh, you're gonna push us, but we're just gonna push back.
Absolutely.
Or you're gonna hit us, we're gonna hit back even harder. And clearly they did with that showstopper. But it looks like a lurk up A.
This is the first contact we've seen. This is strong contact.
See, telling me, but
they're all the way through C. They know they're leaning A here.
Well, now they know that they could flank this time. They're a bit aware. See if Todd Zero can get any kills here. Can't seem to connect. Nailer. You hate to see it.
He's too quick today.
Kind of a regroup this time. Omen's trying to sit vent, trying to see if he can find somebody. Throws out the dog. They got the info on it. Sky's just kind of by himself, gets stunned. It is actually really easy round for Neo. I mean, they only lost one person. Todd Zero's not having a good day.
No, he is not.
0 and 8 is crazy.
0 in his name, 0 in the game. Yes, sir.
Well, clearly, I guess the timeout worked. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right, yeah.
Yeah.
They called that contact. It worked really well, and they made out for the round for it.
Definitely. And it seems like still a full buy for every side. Palominos is just swimming in money at this point. I mean, I've 4,000 for everybody except for like Yuki, but that's the exception, right? I mean, one teammate's broke. You can just pay for him.
Same setup we saw when Reyna had Empress. Setting up Mound, looking for this one. The real power here with these Sky and Reyna is he can drop this flash and the Sky can flash too. But can he get out with it? No. And that's C site for free. They know it's for the taking. Knife out all the way on. Free site. This flank is so fast. Look at how fast this flank is.
Insane.
Oh no, sorry. These are not flankers. There's not flankers.
I would have flanked personally, but I mean they have someone watching flank, so it's kind of. I guess it's smarter to just rotate normally.
No flank on this round, but Fiddy again, top box.
Not
good for 1. 2 sitting Mound, 1 on Ben. 1 Ben player. Can they isolate the fight? And this smoke's good for it. Ignored.
No.
KO finds 1.
Unfortunate. Gets him though.
Trade comes in. There's 1 Ben player, 1 Mound. Bomb's being stuck.
Is he aware?
It's off. No. Neo 6-4. Neo needs the 6-6 half really. Like This is an attacker-sided map with triple sights. They really need to pick up this attack half, and they are now since this timeout. And they have to start avoiding Snailer and finding their rhythm. And they found it these last two, but
Yeah, but Palomino's is really kicking it in this time. I think they're really feeling it, and Neo is not having a great time. I mean,
absolutely.
1-8. This Todd Zero is still like 1-8. Fobbin's 3-9. Don't get me wrong, Fobbin has a lot of assists. But it seems like they both got info on where they're at now. And they're playing Seaside passively this time. They're not playing any aggressive, didn't work last time. And now just waiting. Reyna ult. Looks like he's going for a big play. Can't seem to find anybody.
Eats the concuss. I don't know about that decision making, but
You hate to see it. Interesting.
Neo looking to get this last round here, but
Yeah.
last round, almost second to last round, penultimate.
Mm-hmm.
But 3 playing bend, 1 sitting mound. Defenders just walking into this retake nice and slow. Smoke dropped on waterfall. Makes life a little difficult for this Omen. Finally out on sight, but bend is scary. Flash comes in, 2 blind. Swings are there, no trades possible, and that's another round for Neo.
There you go. Yeah. Seems like what you said. Neo's probably going to get that 6-6 halftime.
We can only hope. We can only hope. That's their best chance at this game. With this attacker-sided half, they've really got to put up a strong defense. Because this is an attacker-sided map.
Yeah. I'm interested to see Palomino's attack. I mean, 2 duelists is going to be interesting to watch. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I mean, Snailers...
Look at how similar these scoreboards are, too.
Yeah, they are actually very similar except for, like, the 2 bottom boards, but that's the exception, right?
Absolutely.
Someone's got a bottom frag for the team. He just hopped right into that.
He just ulted into his face and then committed to it.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, he won't shoot. He won't.
Good for 1, trades good.
Yeah, I mean, that's good for Palominos.
And now it's just a hard retake. Finally, numbers advantage during retake goes to Palominos. Karinki is hard anchored on B. He thinks there's that player there, but there is nobody there, buddy.
Nobody there. No one's near close to where he's at either. Ooh.
The KJ ult gives them a little more time.
I'm out of stock.
Sky sitting deep tree, no utility remaining.
And he's one
KJ
shot.
needs this heaven kill. Oh, this
Sky,
is not looking good.
this is not
He
no
needs
good.
this. Nope.
This is very no bueno, alright? I mean, he's 4
7-5 half
HP.
going into this. Yeah, he had very little chance there. Very little chance.
No, you don't deserve.
I'm surprised he didn't jiggle the corner at all, but...
All right. Reyna is not happy. He was not happy. He's in tree. He was showing him I'm the boss.
Yeah, I am the one who knocks, right? But I want to see. I'm imagining they're gonna have Raze, right? He's just gonna satchel out every time he gets the chance to, and then Snailer's gonna follow him and just kill everybody.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter if the Raze dies. Snailer just gets the opportunity to start shooting, and that's where he's most deadly at.
Yeah, for sure. I hope we see Snailer and Boogie, the Reyna and Sky, paired up together often, because that's where the real advantage is in the double flash. So you have to shoot the Reyna flash, and you get blinded by the Sky flash.
It's a ultimate flash. Is what I've heard. Yeah.
The ultimate flash, maybe.
Yeah, because then you get blinded, but then you don't see the Reyna blind until you're no longer blind, pretty much. So it's like, can't shoot the Reyna blind, and then you just stay blind.
Here's the pistol. Into bend, just 1. Flash is good. Raise it, nade is even better. Damage is done. Snailer so fast, already behind. Oh no! They're out.
It doesn't matter.
Oh my
He gets the
God.
assist.
That
He gets
raise
the-
comes in.
But he gets shut down.
2v2. 1 HP on Fiddy. Oh wow. All right,
Nah.
HPs are super low. Yuki has a very good chance in this round. Oh, but the heal was there for him.
Have the spike.
Dog
All it
comes
takes
out.
is one headshot. Everybody's one shot.
Full cuts. Does he get swung for it? He does. They're close. Income flash. He's not blind. Oh, he's good for it. Yuki finding the 1v2. The reaction time on that Sky Flash was beautiful. Well
Look.
played, Yuki.
Look, I'm just saying, there's no reason for that other raise to whiff that much, though.
No, there wasn't. No, there wasn't. There was a lot of whiffage that round, that's for sure.
Yeah. You know what's what I was gonna say? You know what's one thing I feel like one gun I feel like they should buff in this game is probably the ghost. I feel like you ever feel like that?
Yeah, the
ghost. Okay, it's too inaccurate for me, honestly.
I can understand that. It's like it's in CS. You know, you get that gun for free as a CT.
Yeah,
it's a USP.
Yeah, it's just like it's a one-hit wonder. It's always super accurate. But then the ghost in this game is just like I hit half the time. Like I hit heads half the time with a ghost. Sometimes I'll be directly on someone's head and I start spamming and it immediately gets shut down. I'm like, what the heck? Why is this thing so bad? As I think that's why you even see the sheriffs to begin with. But anyways, moving on. Looks like a C move up here. Trying to go for a C push. Explode out into sight. Trying to take that C
CT
control.
fast. Yuki finds it.
Yuki finds Todd Zero.
The spam almost good enough. 8 HP. Bot scary. Oh no! It's chasing him.
That
That
boombot
was a
is
jump scare.
dude. That boombot is even scarier when you're at low HP like that.
I know. Out of bullets, that was right out of Resident Evil.
Yeah, pretty much. Fobbin, kind of trying to walk up and try to find someone, but I think he's gonna get shut down.
Almost good for it. First
Almost
shot.
good.
Good. Deagle. Can't find the second one.
Come on, man. Everybody's one shot.
One bullet
Okay.
and a dream. Not good for it.
Look, I'm just saying, everybody's one shot if you just shoot the head.
That's right. That's right. That's the beauty of this game.
Everybody is one shot if you just shoot the head, but in this case, Palomino's is looking really good. However, they're probably going to lose this round because obviously they're going to bonus, right?
They did learn. Did they learn? They're all.
Yes, they actually did. Holy cow, you're right. Neo didn't force for the first time. Neo did not force.
A little. Like they're
Okay.
all light. They're all light.
They
All
bought
of them.
Deagles. That's
Yeah.
the exception, okay?
And they're
Deagles,
lucky that Neo did not buy any outlaws.
Yeah, that's true. But like, you know, Deagle is kind of an exception, right? You
Yeah.
good for 2 kills if you buy a Deagle. Interesting group up B here. They're kind of just grouping up B and falling back. There's a flank. Oh, he just gets okay.
Oh, yeah. They
he
knew about
takes
the
that-
flank and they dipped.
Yeah, he takes that info and runs away with it. So he
They
at
don't want to
least
give them that gun.
he at least knows they're running away. So that's the bright side of things, right? Neo at least knows that Palominos is running away and trying to regroup somewhere else.
Absolutely. They don't know it's C though. KJ, no information yet. Reina about to walk into this alarm bot.
No.
There we go. Molly popped, Viper Orb out, and they are not having it. Orb for free. Rotates are
30
pulled massively. Look at these rotates coming in, all from that alarm bot break.
Dude, there's only 30 seconds on the clock. They gotta.
They have to sprint.
But A site's kind of.
It is. It is.
Free.
Raze is going to beat them there. Raze will beat them onto A. But if they go through tree, this should be nice and easy. Oh.
Like,
got
good
the bomb
flash
naked
out.
Wow.
Almost with that. Almost with
Oh,
that.
the bomb is not go. Bomb's going down now.
Showstopper.
Whoa.
Doesn't hit anything.
Right through the middle, in between his legs.
As you hate to see it. Boogie can only be good for 1. It is a really good round for Neo.
And Neo finally winning that third round of the half after losing pistols.
Finally, guys. We've been full buying just to lose third round every time.
Every time.
Well, and, you know, there are kind of more even numbers this time, so they had a good reason to not take the risk.
For sure.
I mean, they were kind of, I think they kind of have the opposite effect if they are down in numbers, you know, like 7-5, they're not gonna be all risky and stuff to win the second round. Surprisingly, which is kind of the opposite mindset you would have going into this. But as you can see, it's kind of a A-B split. I think Palominos is watching for a B lurk and trying to hit A here. Neo's not budging at all.
Nope. Not one bit.
They're staying true to themselves. 2A, 1B, 2C.
Palomino's looking like they're trying to split B. Here we go. Omen Flash came in. Everyone is blind. Finds one with it. And he's out. Now Viper worrying about B main. Great molly for stall. Isolating this fight from Market. Now they're starting to figure it out. What are we going to do? Palomino's making indecision. Starting to move towards A. Opening tree door. But this bomb is still leaning B. They're inside of tree. Look at what they're doing right now. They're so isolated from each other.
That judge is
These
scaring
teams
me.
so loud. And look at where this Omen is. Look at this Omen long. Wow! Great kill from Sailor. But can they make it past this Omen long? This bomb has to make it past this Omen long. Omen stops it. Bomb down. KJ good for the trade. Ray's on site. Waiting for these another one. He knows Sky's in that corner. Can he try and find this kid? He does. Oh, the
Looks
timing's
away.
bad. Bomb going down.
Karinki,
Info on 1.
2. Full HP pretty much. He can win this. Cannot
Neo.
seem to get it.
Neo with the first gun round of the half. 9-7.
Interesting to kind of full commit on the backside area.
It was high risk getting that bomb through long without taking it into tree. But the KJ managed to find the trade, and that secured the round for them. Without Todd Zera, not Todd Zera, Karinki, I believe getting that trade.
Karinki was the plant. Yeah, he traded.
Without Karinki getting that trade, it wouldn't have worked out for them at all.
Yeah. I'm sure Snailer's kind of complaining at his team again. 20 into 2.0 KD. And they are no, well, they're not losing, right? They're pretty even right now.
Yep.
Yeah. But
Again, this is an attack-sided map, and they have round advantage as attackers.
I haven't seen the Rays really I mean, you've seen them satchel probably once or twice.
Turret break on B.
side.
Information denied. Just walking C though, without any information. Boombot out. Dog in. Viper orb popped, stalled. Are they gonna push the orb? Flash through, blast pack out, raise into bend. Flash is good on KJ full blind. Viper, can he find one sitting in this smoke? Flash deep. Smoke is clear. Ooh.
Oh my
Makes it
god.
out. But this is not looking
Showstopper.
solid. Corner is not clear yet. Wow. Wow.
Whoa, what? I missed the
Yeah, Palomino just... I don't know how that happened.
I missed
It
the
was looking
fact
so
that
good.
everybody just died. What?
Yeah,
Okay.
It was looking so good for them.
I was sitting here chilling, listening to you talk and everything, and I didn't even notice the fact that just everybody was gone. Like, it was like pretty even numbers, and I was like...
It was. It happened very quick.
I was like, okay, well, this looks good for Palominos. They got the bomb down, spike down, and they had most control of site. And then they just lost it. I was like, wait, what? What just happened? But looking like Palominos kind of suffering right now. They're kind of going for a... You know, that kind of reminds me of like an old CS strat what they were doing earlier. The 2 Vandals. I don't know if you ever seen that, but it was an old CS strat where you bought 2 AKs and everybody else, like, basically just saved. So you kind of just passed around AKs.
Oh, yeah, I think I have seen that.
Yeah.
Depending on economy, yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
well worth it. Molly's good. Skydog denied. Second Molly didn't come in. Tree opened up for him.
Mass trying to hold down sight.
Pressure being applied heavily on A.
Kind of stuck in tree.
Yeah, they are. Math's good for his one. Kaio finding the second player long. Last 3 players stuck in tree. They can open door and leave, or are they going to take this fight? What's the decision, guys? Raise nade, good. Finds good damage onto him. Maths finds it, despite being 40 HP. Could have got one shot in the chest there. These Deagles, can they make it work? 1v5. 1.
I was about to say 2. We just had to with the second shot.
And we are tied up again at 9-9. We have, whenever we've gotten like past like 8 or 9, like someone passing 8 or 9 on a score line, we just get so tight on the board. It's getting so close. Looking like another overtime, maybe. Find out shortly.
I would like to see Palominos do something here. I think this time they might try to fake a site or something like that. I don't know. A lot of the options they've been throwing out there haven't been working the best.
They haven't.
For them.
But Snoller finds his one. But do they expect 2 more here? That's the question. They see it and they are out.
They're gone. Just like my dad. I mean, what? But yeah, they are gone out, taking A site, and Neo's kind of like, they're kind of like, wait, what's going on? They're not C anymore?
Yeah, these rotates are not fast at all. Todd down to 60 HP and 5 of Palomino's still alive going in.
This is looking good for Palominos right
It is.
now.
Defender KJL coming in though. Everyone forced into tree here, but attackers respond with 1. It's just gonna be traded KJL. Nobody can do anything at the moment.
Okay, but it's pretty much
Slowed it
played.
down. Still heavily favored for Palominos with time.
Yeah.
20 seconds left on bomb at this point. 25 maybe.
Okay, but 2 Killjoys went down, so they couldn't capitalize off their own Killjoy.
Yep.
So that's not looking good for
Snoller. Good for 1. Viper rolled in. Doesn't do anything with it. Kaio.
Instantly
What can you
gone.
do, buddy? What can you do?
Come on, Snailer. Get him. Heck yeah.
The
That's
10th
what I
round on the
wanted to
board.
see. I knew
Neo should
still-
have money going into this, I think.
Yeah, they should. For the most part. I mean, they're swimming in money. They won 4 rounds in a row. There's no
are
reason
swimming.
to not have money.
Fabin, drop your boy Fiddy. Come on, he needs a drop. You got cash, dog.
Dude, but come on now. 5,100 and 950 is crazy.
I know, you gotta drop your boy. There we go.
That's what I want to see. All right. We're going into this. I think Palominos, they're going to do the same strat, right? They know someone's going to... Actually, they're not going to peek out C this time, but they're going to go C.
This is their like default as attackers. It's like 5 towards C mound, and then they don't necessarily go C, but this 5 mound is their attack default, it seems like.
Well, now Neo's aware of it, though. Look,
Yeah.
they're taking A space.
and
I
they're
mean,
just gonna rotate now. They're gonna leave Omen all by himself on top of Rebel, I bet. They're
Yeah.
already on C. The rotates are not good enough.
so that
Forced to
actually
give it
doesn't-
all up.
Yeah.
Oh. But they have CT
Showstopper.
for it.
That's
But that showstopper gives them all of sight at the least
Exactly.
value.
I mean,
Molly's
you're
good.
gonna- but barely took any damage.
Yeah. Omen ult. Where's he taking it? Into mound? Where you go? Ooh, info for CT.
So he now knows there's at least free CT.
Wow, man, that's great timing.
Yeah, that kind
Flash,
of...
golden. Oh, Fabin finds 2. Can't get it. Oh, Todd, last one alive on Neo. 2v1. Oh, wow. Okay,
You know
one
what?
more buy for Neo here.
It looked like it was really in Neo's favor for a
It
second.
did. It did.
I was like, oh, they're gonna.
Are we going to
take
see a
side.
timeout from Neo? Like, there's no way we don't, right? There's no way we don't see a timeout here.
That would be a really good time to do a timeout. Because
I really am surprised.
It's almost match point, and like, okay, it's 11-9, right? So if they win this, it's match point. They change
Yep.
something up to win the next round, so that way they don't go match point and don't go OT. But looks like this time they're Group A. Neo's kind of like aware, not. I mean, they're taking space.
They at least have knowledge of A. I don't know how hard they're going to commit to this space, but they get that orb.
Yeah. Palominos is denying info, though. They're not giving them anything. They're just sitting A. They are flashing towards C, trying to fake a C push, sorta. Neo's not budging one bit. Okay.
Oh, but they don't think number 2 is Ben, do they? Of course not. Wow,
Okay.
Sailor, good for his. And he knows this KO's lit. Oh, not good for that. Todd finds his 1, but the other 3, A side is free for it. Just run on in.
Holy cow.
Just run on in.
This is the most free side I've seen in a while.
Yeah, they're so far. KJ is still on C. They didn't even know that bomb was planted. That's
Okay.
how far they were.
This race has got to get a pick.
Wow.
And he does!
Wow, what a shot.
He gets the pick. Okay, it's a 3v3. This is like even numbers. Actually, it's in Palomino's favor to win this round now. Turret and everything.
Oh, Fiddy, not good for his there. The timing was so solid for him, too.
He's got the nade and
Race nade
everything.
comes out. Todd. Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4. Yuki.
And they're broke. Neo is broke going into this. Not looking hot for them at all.
Oh, nah, bro. They may have
Neo
just
is
lost.
broke.
That may have been the deciding factor.
Here's the
Now
timeout.
it's a timeout.
Here's the timeout.
This timeout should have been last round.
I know, but they use it when they think about it. And do you know if they had a coach in their coach spot when we were in the the lobby?
Sure, they had. Well, okay, they did have a coach, but I think it feels like almost Neo is kind of like making their own decisions as a team
Yeah.
more than the coach is making.
No,
a
for
decision.
sure. But it's like as far as like when you're a player playing live in map 3 and it's like 11-9, you're not thinking about a timeout. Like it's like the coach is going to be should be thinking about the timeout because these players have so much more on their minds, like so much more to worry about live in the round and in between rounds.
This just in, I just learned Neo has a coach in the coach slot, but LC does not. So LC has been doing a really good job as a team with like probably little to no coach. I don't know if they probably do have a coach, but not a main coach just for Valorant.
Yeah.
So
I'd be yelling at my coach saying, "Oh, now, coach, you call it now? I needed this last round. I need your voice last round. That's when I need to hear you."
Yeah, I need you to say something now and not later.
That's right.
All right, rounds are important. We need to close out rounds, not lose rounds.
Here we go. 3 towards A, as they've been doing it. B, totally clear. Just a KJ turret looking for info. So again, with this super slow walk into C. But KJ looking outside of A for any of this info. So he calmed that they omen flashed, raised naded, and here's the pivot from Palominos. But how much stall can we have with this Viper Orb?
I mean, it seems like they're kind of
coming through.
hovering. Okay,
Wow.
okay.
Math good for 2. Molly's golden. They have info on at least one more.
Gets one.
And that round was all
went
on
crazy.
maths. All on maths.
I mean, you gotta count the KJ util was really good
KJ
there.
was great. The Molly is what really allowed that all to happen. They all ran through that Viper Molly, all got vulnerable, and Maths was able to get a nice, easy 2-man spray down. 2 bullets in the chest for each of them.
Let's just see if they could win 2 more rounds.
Let's see. I think they'll force overtime here. They win this one, and it looks like Palomino's going to be broke going into this. So it's a really, really good round to win for Neo. Like it really could be solid for them.
Very much so.
Again with this ace bake. Woo. Snoller almost got his head taken off. Again, still keeping these 3 players out towards A lobby.
Yeah, very much so. But this is interesting for a B push to change things up.
It is.
B-side's clear. Wait,
It is clear.
This is actually big. Hold up.
But
B-side-
they have a lot of utility left.
Okay.
We'll see how this retake. Whoa!
Snailer, no!
And no number 2. Gotta wait on that dog.
Okay.
Dog
have
has
it.
it. Oh no. Fully concussed.
Gone.
Trades are good. 3v3.
They have sight mostly locked
Here's
down.
the walk. Here's the walk. Finds it. Does he know about market? He does. He does.
No.
Last one main. And they're good for it. We look like we're going overtime here because Palominos is going to be broke going into this round.
Right.
What a-
Oh
hopefully.
no. Palominos.
Map 3 overtime. Maybe.
You know, when you just think that Neo is not gonna win it, they win it immediately back. That is crazy. I mean, Palominos.
Palominos has a little bit of cash. They have 3 guns and two bad guns.
At least they know that they can probably win OT. They won the OT last round. Or last
Maths with an op this round. He probably has an AK on the ground for him as well, but let's see where he's going to throw this off. Is he going to post aggressive on
I think it's kind of
C-Main?
he doesn't know that he doesn't have the op yet. There he goes.
Where does he go with it? Just going to sit nice and back. I love this. He's going to be good for one here for sure.
Yeah.
KJ sees one, dips. And now,
Well-
let's get this off shot. Yep.
Oh,
Good for his
Snailer.
first. Man advantage taken. That's their carry. All gone.
And then he just throws that op away. Throws it away for later.
That's right. And these players just slow re-clearing the space. Minute 10 on the clock. They want to find out where these last 5 of Neo are.
Yeah, not looking good for Palominos. They've been relying on numbers advantage for a while now. So they need to play slow and find someone fast, or else it's going to be a bit difficult for them.
Well, 4 towards Rebel already. Will we get any information?
Will they know?
Oh, did he not? Oh,
gets the pick. Bobbin's falling back. He's like, nah, we gotta retake here.
But the pivot into B. It's really good.
It's a free site practically. Dog coming out heaven. And basically barely any info. Oh!
No this is big. The smoke. 3v1. Last one upper. Nose
Come on. Classic. What are you doing? Okay. He's reset. Can he find one? If he can find one, he has leverage to get 2 more. But no, they're playing back. They're like, no, it's a 3v1. There's no reason to peek. And that would be throwing the game at this point. No one is on site. No one. Gets the diffuse down. Gets flash in the process. It's done.
Palomino's taking the entire match. What a close series.
Oh my god.
Wow.
This is
2-round differential for everything. Look at this. 13-11, 14-12, 13-11.
This
what
is
a close match.
The craziest Valorant game I've ever had the privilege to commentate over in a long time. Yeah, that is insane. Oh my god. What a roller coaster.
Truly. You know, the pivots from Palominos was just fantastic. Like whenever Neos was taking space on one side, you know, Palominos was so quick to react on the other side of the map, or just simply on the same thing. The floods were fantastic. Like the rotates and just getting onto site before that bomb got fully planted and before post plant positions were like fully taken. They were so good in it. So many rounds were won there. I can't stop thinking about how this game could have genuinely just went differently if they were not buying on round 2 after losing pistol every single time for Neos.
Yeah.
Like, because this round differential was so tight, like it just took 1 or 2 or 3 rounds to change the entire match.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all it takes.
It gets to that point where it's like one clutch could change the entirety. Yep. That can be the decider between OT and, you know, going home. That's it. Yep. That's really it. It can be the decider between overtime and not winning at all. And that's insane. And you just think if you were this close all the time, you know, you wouldn't be. If you're this close the whole time, you wouldn't be taking as big of risks as that. But it looks like we have someone in the waiting room ready for an interview thus far.
Awesome.
I don't know if he's ready yet, but I just know someone's in the waiting room, ready for us for an interview. It's Ukes. So Yuki is on the Vault's account. All
Yuki,
right.
how are you? Welcome.
Hi.
Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you guys so much. I know the games were crazy. Thank you guys for having me here.
So these guys were the defending champions last semester, and you guys are pretty much the first team I've seen thus far to actually dethrone them, almost kind of defeat them. And I'm just wondering, what steps did you take to try to win this out for your team?
It takes a lot of patience. We've come a long way. We've definitely practiced really hard since last semester to make sure this wouldn't happen again. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm crying right now. I'm so happy.
I'm so happy for you, man. I really am. Was the Reyna pick practiced, or was that how prepared were you guys for the running Reyna on Lotus was a surprise to see. But
yeah, a lot of people tell us that, Snallar on Reyna was something we did last semester. He had dropped 40 actually. And so, he is the best player in our team. So I think it was the right choice for him to lock Reyna. I mean,
Yeah,
I like him
for
on.
sure.
Me and the team agree. We like him on Reyna.
Yeah. It's
I
just
mean-
it's such an interesting pick, you know, because you rarely see any
You never
Reyna.
see Reyna. You
Never.
never see Reyna.
Yeah,
Never.
but
The only
if,
time you do is with Sky and PRX, and like
Yeah.
that was the only time we really saw it.
Well,
As you were
like,
saying.
if Paper X has taught me anything, is that like if your teammates is really good on Reyna, then you just don't change anything at that point. You're like, oh well, fine, he's good on Reyna. Let him get on Reyna. If he can drop, if he can drop a 40 bomb in one game, that's insane. So yeah, good on you guys.
I want to compliment you guys, especially on like how quick you reacted when they were like fighting for map control on certain sides of the map, especially on, I think, more so on Sunset than other maps. Like if you guys were getting pressured into top mid or anything, you guys were pushing A main or B main consistently every time. You were retaking this main space whenever they were taking your top mid space, and you were isolating these fights really well. And the reaction was so quick. There was very little hesitation.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
Really, really good.
and it so far seemed like you guys were like, typically it seems like Neo was always really good at retakes, and you guys were the first team to actually like take more space than what most teams would say is unnecessary, but you guys took the space and said, no, we're not getting any retakes anymore. No more retakes for them.
Yep, we practiced for this exact moment.
I can tell.
Did you do any VOD review against Neo?
Yeah, we did do a lot of VOD review.
Yeah, I got the feeling with like a bunch of the I think was there a specific map that you guys did more VOD review on or watched more than others?
We've watched VOD on Ascent. Not really Sunset, because we know we're good on Sunset, but it was mainly just Ascent, nothing else.
I mean, considering that's their map pick, you guys proved to them like, oh, like, yeah, we can make it a close score too on top of that, you know? I mean, clearly, you guys put it into OT for Neo on their map pick is insane. I've never seen anything like that before.
Yeah.
You know, we as the caster were talking a lot about did you guys notice how often they bought round 2 after losing pistol? Like every time? Do you guys notice that?
Yeah, they do that often, and we kind of predicted it. They do that often.
Yeah, I mean, it did not work out for them for the most case, at all, and it was super. It was like when there's such a tight round differential like this, when all the maps are 2 rounds, like for the winner, like 13-11 and over to overtime, like them buying on that round 2 losing pistol probably could have cost them the whole thing because they're just not playing that percentage, and like you guys really capitalized so well off of it. It was so good.
Yeah, I really appreciate that.
I currently don't have any more questions.
I mean, I have 1 or 2 more, but is it just you 5? Do you guys have a coach that you guys work with? Or
Yeah, we have a coach, but he's also our player.
I see. But he does a lot of the background heavy lifting.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
good. That is really cool.
Who's that? May I ask? Was it on the team?
Wait, excuse me?
Who is the quote unquote coach who's actually a player?
Vault. I'm actually on his account right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. Well, that's cool. You have any more questions, John?
No, I don't think so. I mean, really, it was an awesome game to watch. I'm so glad I was here to spectate it. I really am.
And I'm happy you guys kept your promise of this will never happen again, and clearly you kept that promise and won it out for your whole team. That is amazing, and it's kind of like a underdog story I love to hear.
Yeah, really. I really hope to see you guys in playoffs.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, guys.
Yep, no problem, man.
Well played, Yuki. Well played.
Yeah.
And a very, very nice clutch on the 1v2. Okay, it's on C Mound. When the reaction time on the Sky Flash was really good.
Yeah, I dodged that IRL too.
It was really solid.
Oh, there you go.
And you, I mean, I think that round was a 4K, right? You got
Yeah, I got a 4K.
Yeah.
I pushed up. Yeah.
You saved your Reyna from when he was getting pushed from the waterfall players that pushed the smoke.
I was feeling myself this game, and what more than like to show it than actually do it.
Absolutely right.
Exactly. Yeah,
absolutely right.
Yeah. But hey, man, it was nice talking to you. It's really good to hear that you finally clutched it up for your team. And I bet you guys are really happy about that. I mean, it sounds like it. That is good to hear, man. And hey, you have a great night now.
Hey, thank you guys for having me. Goodbye.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Have a good.
Ooh-wee. Well, that does it. Very close between Neo and... Did I seriously forget the other team? Palomino. Yeah, it is. That is insane. And a very good underdog story. I mean, they clearly said, this will never happen again. And they really kept that promise.
Absolutely.
I mean, you could tell Yuki was crying, because they've been working so hard to make sure that they can win it out.
Yeah, it was truly an amazing series. So glad all you that are here still watching, and we're here for the whole thing. It was such a blast. Thank you all for showing up and being here for Wyatt and I.
Yeah, this is a game that I'll probably never forget to commentate for now, because that is insane. Seeing Neo dominate constantly. This is the third time I've ever commentated them. Seeing Neo always dominate, and then all of a sudden their struggle, some runner-up team comes and takes the throne from them is insane to me.
Really
insane to see. It is really good. But hey, it was nice. How are we gonna close this out?
well, I thank everyone for the last and final time. Right?
Yeah.
For being here and everything.
Yep.
Really appreciate it.
We'll
so
see
glad
you
everyone
guys.
got to experience it.
Yeah. We'll see you guys in the next video. Be like a Minecraft outro.
Yeah.
The music and everything.
The famous royalty free music.
Honestly, that would be hilarious. But sadly, you can't do that. We don't got that kind of crazy. I don't know. Audio. We don't have a crazy team to do that for us. But yeah, it was nice commentating this. We'll see you guys later, I guess. That's really it. Got nothing else to say.
Thanks again, everyone.